rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, Casamigos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space, coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, Casamigos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space, coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on her tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
What up, y'all? Hopefully you can hear me. Was kind of windy out. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stay out here, but it turns out it stayed not windy. So anyway, I am having some E.H. Taylor, small batch to start off with. Got football on in the background. It's kind of a good game between LSU and USC. So that's what I got going on. I have lots of hydration, a couple other bottles out here on a Sunday night. Hope you guys are all doing great. Hope everything is healthy and happy. Had some crazy shit go on with my family last night, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. So, yeah, I am having a very good starter for me. I like E.H. Taylor small batch. I dig the E.H. Taylor small batch as kind of a regular sipper. Good, and it just goes down easy, if you know what I mean. So, with that, what are you all drinking? What are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good Labor Day weekend? Cheers, Marty. Hope you're doing well. We got Daniel Berry Sportsbook. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports? Not book, but sports. Hope you're doing good. Doing well. I hate that when you think you're doing good. Nobody does good. They do well. And we got Peter White. Cheers, Peter. What's up, buddy? He's drinking or doing the exact same thing minus the H. Taylor. I'll take it. And we got Proman. Proman's out here, lurking and twerking and jerking. Been texting him. He is in heaven because college football has begun again. So He is a huge college football fan and Colorado Rockies fan. So clearly he does not have that much taste. Just kidding. You're drinking Doc Swenson El Cuerpo? I've never even heard of that, to be honest. Unless you're calling me El Cuerpo. I don't know. I need somebody to translate that for me. Anyway, I know there's people getting together. We saw I know I saw more out there. Why am I not seeing everything here? Because I know oh no, he wasn't there. I know that at least I think Cheech and Burton are hanging out down in Florida. So that's pretty cool. We got JH gonna pour some EH Taylor also. So appreciate that. And let's see. So it's the PX Finish MGP. Okay. I do enjoy a PX Finish. Oh, we got somebody in the back here. We got Eric.
Hey, gang.
Eric. What's up, dude?
So this is what I'm drinking tonight.
Ooh, a little Isla. Kilhome. Was that Kilhoman? Lefroy?
Now,
Oh,
Brooklotic the 14, then Compass Box the Spaniard, Lefroy Quarter Cask, and then Lagavulin.
Lagavulin 11. So I saw at Costco Lagavulin 16 for $100.
Yeah, I've still got that Kalila 15 in the bet's actually almost 16. It's a month shy, but I'm going to send samples out that, so I'm not drinking that until I've sent samples out to people. I'm still getting my bottles together.
Yeah, I thought $100 was pretty good for that Lagavulin 16 though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Costco, so you kind of expected it. I still have a bottle, so I don't buy backups like that anymore. But yeah, it's cheers, Rick. Cheers. I saw Ed there. Yep. Cheers, Ed.
What program is this?
This is Streamlabs.
Oh, Streamlabs.
Yeah. Cheers, Slapshot. What's up, buddy? So this one, we've been going back and forth between this one and StreamYard. It's a Sunday night, so I thought more people than 10 might try to jump on, and this can hold up to 15, I think. So,
wow. Cool.
But I know some people don't care for it as much. There's one thing that this is actually the same price as the 10 only, no back room version of StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
So this one is like $20 a month. StreamYard was that I used to do was 50, where you could have two in the back, and so we cut that one and moved over to this one. So yeah, we got Ed William. Ed, I am making tri-tip tomorrow, not tonight, tomorrow.
I smoked a 14-pound rack of spare ribs, and I smoked a pork loin today.
Oh, dude, cheers, Josh. Yeah, I did ribs a couple weeks ago. We're fucking awesome. We're so good. God, I love doing ribs. I feel like they're the easiest ones to do. So
yeah, I want to do brisket, but man, you got to like get up at 4 a.m, get the smoker going.
I'm just telling you, and I know a lot of people don't understand this, but if you know who Myron Nixon is, I went to his cooking school. And
tri-tip's the way to do it, man.
Well, no. So he went through so he is like the winningest barbecue competition chef in the U.S., right? Supposedly, self-proclaimed. I don't know the facts on it, but he does his brisket and pork butt at 350 degrees for 4 hours, and then you let it rest for 4 hours or more. So you have to let it rest at least 4 hours to kind of, because it keeps cooking. But when you're letting it rest, you put it in a cooler he puts wool blankets in the cooler, and he lets them sit for 4 hours. After you pull it out, you still can't pull the pulled pork when you do that. It's still so hot in there.
Right.
And I do that because you can control when it's done, not because as much I don't mind the long cook. But I always found like I would either have it done 4 hours Now, early was never a problem, but it was always like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just getting past the stall because everything
Right.
stalls at about 160 degrees when you do big meat.
Yeah.
And so it would take, hours and hours and hours at that 160 to 170 degrees. And you're just so tempted to pull it out or not let it rest.
Yeah.
So this makes it so that it's done. It's how a lot of restaurants do it, all that kind of stuff. It's not like the traditionalists, like it's more enjoyable to do the long cook, but you don't have to do it. It breaks down the fat. It's the heat that breaks down the fat. Not
Right.
So.
Right. The only time I've ever cooked at 350, I just felt like it came out too dry.
Yeah, that's why you got to let it rest. And, you only give it smoke for, hour and a half or so. And he also, to your point, injects the fuck. That was the other big thing that I learned about what he does. His turkey, his brisket, and his pork butt, like he injects the shit. Like he would take a brisket to where everywhere you poked it and started adding more, it was squirting out somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, today was the first time I used, for my spare ribs, I sprayed them about every 30 minutes with apple cider vinegar. Yep. And man, that was a huge difference in the moisture level.
Yeah. Yeah, I use apple juice like that. So I put apple juice in the...
That's a good way to do it too.
And then at the end of my ribs, I take and I put, like, because they're wrapped, after about an hour on the ribs, I wrap them. And then with about an hour left, I put like a stick of butter, like kind of sliced up, and brown sugar on the top.
That's what I did today.
Because I use a spicy rub on my ribs, so that's
nice. What I did today with both of mine. I actually went out and bought Terry Irish Gold butter, and put that in on top of my dark brown sugar, and then I set meat side down, wrapped it up with tin foil, put it back in until I got it up to 162 about. And man, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's so good. And I mean, I miss saying hi to everybody. Sorry, it was rotating and I missed it. Oh, did I just see Nick? Hold on real quick, Eric. I saw Nick is going to the Def Leppard concert. Is that the one, the Def Leppard and Journey concert? Like Def Leppard's touring with Journey, I think, right now. It's like $225 for the cheap tickets. It's fucking insane.
I've seen Def Leppard 5 times. I don't think I've ever paid more than $40 for a ticket.
Dude, it's crazy how expensive that stuff is now. Hey, what's up, Darrell? Cheers, buddy.
I don't.
Darrell. Donald Rance. Cheers, bud.
And several of the times I saw Def Leppard, they weren't shorthanded.
Oh, yeah? I gotcha. Yeah. I was talking to Frankie about it when we heard they were coming the other day. And I was like, I love how now all they play are these slow drum ballads now.
Yeah.
And she's like, they do not. I'm like, they might.
They might.
Let's see. Who else have we got here? Say hi. Oh, shit. Top Dog's first concert ever was Motley Crue. Was he in his 40s? Just kidding. Oops. And let's see. Who else have we got here?
You got geese?
Yeah. Yeah, we got geese.
Cobra chickens?
These are, right now, it's all just the local. But I'll tell you, like, come November, late October, November, like, it's almost deafening every morning and every evening. When they're going from the, like, cut down cornfields to the water or vice versa.
Right.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Cheers, Eric Gunderson. What's up, buddy? Let's see. We got Great Shot. I'm sure Great Shot will pop in. He can't have to work tomorrow. Maybe he does. I don't know. And then Nick, of course, is out. Nick's home alone, too, and he's making Italian hot beef sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Nick, you should have just come out here this weekend, Nick. What the fuck? You could have hung out. We could have, like, drank, and we would have had a good time with the doctor out of the house.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get a cigar.
All right. No worries. You're doing a smoked what? Gravlax tomorrow? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Dude, I do dig beets though, and I love horseradish. Horseradish is so good. So anyway, I have a couple bottles that I'm gonna pop. I have another normal. I just didn't start with it because I gotta pop it. That's what I'm gonna have when this pour is gone. So I won this on Vicstream. He like texted me this week and he's like, "Hey, I sent a bottle. You want it on stream? Sorry it took so long." And then that afternoon it showed up. I was like, "Oh, sick." Oh, smoked salmon. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, shut up. You're lying. There is no way. Oh, smoked salmon. I love smoked salmon. What's the score of the game right now? Looks like it's balls. Was it 14-10 or 10-10? Something like that. Oh, he's gonna shit, shower, and shave. Gotcha, Mark. Cool, buddy. So I'm gonna pop this while I'm finishing off this guy. And then I got a bottle kill. I'm killing one of my favorite bottles from a few years ago. They're pretty much gone. You can't get it anymore. You know, that kind of stuff. The fake USC mixed a kick. Oh, yeah, the fake USC. So for those of you that don't know, this is the fake USC is University of Southern California. The real one is South Carolina. Just saying. Go. All right, this is trickier than I thought. The wind luckily died down out here. It's a beautiful night. It's like 80 degrees, but in the shade with no humidity. It's pretty great. All right, what's everybody else drinking? Everybody's still drinking the E.H. Taylor? I'm wondering what everybody. By the way, Whiskey Row, if you're near Nashville, Whiskey Row is going to be at Nashville Barrel Company on Friday. So make sure you go check them out. Those two are the cool freaking people. Really like those guys. And check them out. They did a pick earlier this year, and it was freaking fire. They gave me a sample, and it was really good. It was super good. Pause. Anyway. Oh no, man, I'm sorry. That sucks. Slapshot, get better, dude. You know, you've got a long week ahead of you. It's going to be 7 days before the next week starts. So, yeah. Yeah, that's where I met you, Eric, in person. That was pretty fun when we got to hang out. Yeah, Nashville is kind of my jam right now. Do they do a membership with shipping, or do they not do a membership with shipping? I don't know if they do that or not. But I could see myself doing it's 10-10. I could see myself doing one of their memberships, and I could see myself doing a Still Austin possibly, just to get some of those Nancy Fraley buns and picks that she makes. I don't know. He's a bee, dude.
Okay. Walked all the way back, got my lighter and my cutter, and didn't get a cigar.
Oh, shit. I'm just wondering why you're not in your bedroom.
Because it's nice out today.
It's not 100 degrees in New Mexico?
It's 81 degrees today.
So have you been watching the news about this like Venezuelan street gang that took over these apartments or whatever in Aurora, Colorado?
Yeah.
And now like the Hells Angels here in Colorado are trying to mobilize.
Are they coming to take it back?
They said I was watching, I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, JD Delay or something like that. He's a YouTube guy that used to be in prison in Oregon and Florida.
No.
And but he does a channel. Mostly he does like TikToks and shorts and stuff, but he'll go live, but I don't watch his lives. But he did a video today where he called one of his buddies that are I don't know if it was a buddy or how close he is, but it's one of his boys, he called him, that is a Hell's Angel. And he said, quote, "We're going to roll up on them. We're not going to do any more or less than that." So I don't know what that means. I'm not a Hell's Angel. I'm like a 2%er, not a 1%er. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because, like, and this is where you wonder, like, is there a conspiracy or just terrible reporting or just nobody gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Because a couple of the local stations were covering this, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing going on there. Like, police are there, right? And the Aurora PD said, oh, yeah, we have a huge presence there. And then all of a sudden, there was all this, leaked footage, live footage of these guys walking through the like complex after it had been closed down. So for those of you who don't know, this is the hood part of Aurora. It's not. I don't want to say that. It's just it's a place where you go to live because it's affordable housing. We'll put it like that. So not everybody there is bad. I don't want to make it sound like that's what it is. In fact, most of the people are probably very hardworking and doing their best to survive, and that's where they can have a place to live, right?
Right.
So the city came and kicked them out. They said it wasn't up to code. The property management company said, we just spent $400,000 on these properties each, making sure they're up to code, but we can't get anybody in there to finish the work because it's not safe. And so the city said, we're not going to play that game. We're shutting you down. So they kicked everybody out. All of these people that, have lived there for, could be a week, it could be 8 years, like who knows, kicked them out because it wasn't a safe place because of code violations. And it turned out that there's a Venezuelan gang that moved in. Whatever your politics are on their legality or not, I don't care. I'm not talking about that.
They're a gang. They're an illegal gang.
Yeah, it's an illegal gang. And they have basically started to just torment the people that live there. And the police aren't coming in. There was actually a shootout there a couple weeks ago.
I saw that.
Yeah. And so there was a shootout, and they didn't clean everything out of there. And now none of the tenants are there anymore, but the gang is still there. So they kicked out everybody that was legally there, didn't kick out the illegal street gang. And so there's videos of them walking around with AKs and ARs and pistols and trying to break into every one of the apartments. And so all of the sudden, now it's national news. So those same TV stations locally here are like, oh yeah, it's pretty bad there after all.
Oh God.
And it's like, dude, it would have taken you 10 minutes for one of your teams to go look at the place and, report on it. But for whatever reason, they didn't want to make it a story, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know if somebody paid off the news stations. I don't know if the news stations just don't give a shit because it's not enough drama, or if they're afraid of it looking like, illegals in town causing the problem. So they don't, right? So they don't want to, propagate that story, right? I don't know that answer. That's for them. But it's funny, as soon as the national media started picking it up, it was story flipped. And so now, apparently, because the police haven't gone in there and cleaned the gangs out, the Hells Angels are we're going to roll up on it. This is, and they're it's funny how the Hells Angels come across very patriotic. It's kind of funny. Yeah. All about the money, Mr. Mom. I agree. But, oops, I just Eric just dipped. He's like, fuck you, Stall. But yeah, it's just interesting how this happened. I don't understand how, because we heard it on one of the local channels and everybody else was dismissing it. And I'm like, oh, great. This is It's kind of interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you want to mess with the Hells Angels, but I feel like I don't want to mess with any of the illegal street gangs or illegal gangs of any kind. Like, I know that I have this like persona on here of just being a total badass. It was hard to get out without smiling, for the record. I love E.H. Taylor. So good. Well, hopefully some other people join us. Might be a quick stream. I'll probably run out of shit to talk about since I already talked about the big thing Frankie and I talked about today. But yeah, I just think it'll be interesting to see if the Hells Angels, like, I feel like most of it is yeah, thanks. I knew you would, Dustin. I knew you would. Yeah, I feel like all of that is money based, right? Like Hell's Angels versus Venezuelan street gang versus, Crips or Bloods or Italian mafia. Like, it's all money based. Like, I don't know why you would make that. I don't know why you would make that stand against another gang unless, hey, Raja,
Hey,
unless
buddy.
there was money to be had to do it, right? Because you're an illegal gang. Like, you do that stuff for the money and the power, and I just don't know that they're always. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Roger? Have you been listening?
I heard part of it, and then I heard Hell's Angels, and I'm like, we don't have any of those around here.
You don't have any of those in Arkansas?
No. We might have the Razorbacks or something like that, but there's not that many bike clubs that I've seen.
Oh, what about like shoot? What about the fuck? I can't think of it. The Mongols or like none of the motorcycle gangs.
I don't see them around here at all. Not like I did in St. Louis. They come through St. Louis every once in a while and do rides through the middle of town, trying to, stir up stuff. But
I feel like the police chief in Hazen, Arkansas, is a Hell's Angel. Just for the record.
yeah, he likes being on TV.
He sure does. I can't watch that show anymore. We got rid of DirecTV.
Yeah, I pick it up on YouTube Shorts every once in a while.
Oh yeah. I mean I like the show. It's kind of repetitive after a while. Like, it's nice when it gets, when you don't do it for a minute and then you come back. But
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what was going on in our neighborhood. It's a little small gated community. We got about 8 houses on the street, and they came around last Friday and were spraying and marking for utilities and all kinds of stuff. And of course, I didn't ask the right people or the right questions. Come to find out, AT&T is going to run a fiber optic line through the neighborhood. Well, we don't use AT&T. We use the other provider. And I'm like, why would they waste the time of the fiber optic line for 8 houses when like only 3 use? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. So you use Verizon?
I use Xfinity.
Urban Santa? Cheers.
Xfinity.
Oh, you use Xfinity. Oh, so you use cable modem.
Yeah.
I have cable modem and I'm drawing a blank. It's a DSL provider, but it's not DSL. It's DSL, but it's fiber to the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a fiber connection directly to your house?
CenturyLink, not CyberLink.
CenturyLink?
Yeah.
And so I have fiber to the house. So I use that one mostly, and I have Xfinity. Xfinity, I have good download, but cable doesn't do upload quite as well as DSL does. So,
Yeah, it does real good here. We're real close to their
usually with
I guess.
cable modem, like I used to, I know it's not the same. I know Burben was talking about it one time, but it's not the same as it used to be. When I was in San Diego, we had basically it was or Comcast or I think basically whoever it was, Comcast bought them, I'm sure. And they were so oversubscribed from cable modem. Like during the day at work, I had, and back, I was in the middle of town and you could get like 20 meg download, right? Like that was the fastest they offered. And I would get the full 20 download during the day. As soon as people got home, 5 o'clock, it would drop to 1 megasecond.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch Netflix. I couldn't play video games. It was like so oversubscribed. And they finally told me that like they were looking at a heat map and they're like, yeah, they have plans, 4 months from now. And so I went to Uverse and DSL and I haven't looked back since. I don't know the difference in latency between DSL or cable. I just have much better luck with DSL than I do cable. And upload speeds tend to be faster. Cable tends to be fast download and then limited up.
Ours is quick, very quick, but I don't think anybody else in the little neighborhood uses it, and so I don't know.
Yeah, because I think like the Xfinity, I have like 250 down here, and then it's like 25 megabit up, which is more than you need for just about anything at 25 megabit. Like you can stream up 4K if you wanted to really do that at 25.
Wow.
Yeah. It's more about like if Logan's doing something, I'm doing something, I want to make sure I have the bandwidth. You know what I mean? Like when he's doing his like live sex chats, that are,
oh yeah, there you go.
He's like, come jerk off with me. And he's like, okay, just got paid.
Are you sex shaming your kid?
He's not here. It's fine. He's at work right now trying to earn his next come jerk with me. Just kidding.
His next jerk mate.
Jerk
yeah,
mate.
That's right. Jerk. Is that what it's called? Jerk mate? Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
So I live in the country. My electric co-op ran fiber optic out here. My house was one of the first to get hooked up. I let them park trucks on my property. Yeah, no shit. I'm on a co-op too. By the way, if you can get on a power co-op, holy shit, it's amazing. Dude, I get like a check back every year from the co-op. Not
Really?
this last year, though. Not the last year I didn't, but that was the first year. So the co-op, I don't know why, but it is way less expensive than XL here. So this side, like this half of my neighborhood, I live in what's called Water Valley South, and it's like basically separated by a golf course to the north side. North side is XL and all into town. This side is a co-op electric, and I pay like half of what XL customers pay. This was kind of the country when we moved here. It's not anymore. It's town.
No, it's not anymore. I was there. That's not country.
No.
Yeah, we have.
Nick, you still do that. As soon as Adriana leaves, we're gonna have to check your browsing history after tonight.
Yeah, use a BitTorrent server. You won't have a browsing history.
Yeah. Use a Tor browser.
Yeah. Use a torrent browser.
Yeah, the Tor browsers are completely anonymous, in theory.
Nothing is completely anonymous anymore.
All of the exit nodes have a record of you being there, just for the record.
Yep.
Now, it is harder. And through the Tor browser, you can go to regular websites too, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious, these people thinking that all this work gets done on the dark web. And dude, that dark web is so fucking slow. Like anything you try to open up on dark web is super slow. And
yeah,
the dark.
I just did it.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I just did a speed test. I'm 932 download, 176 upload.
Yeah, that's really good. That's super good.
It says
Are you wired or wireless?
Wireless modem, a wireless, got a wired in modem downstairs, and then they've got boosters, 3 boosters around the house, Eros boosters.
I think Eric needs a booster out on his patio. He just dipped again.
Those boosters work great inside the house, but they don't work for shit outside because the whole house is brick.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't do real well outside, but that's okay.
No, I popped this, Nick.
Oh,
I
that's okay,
decided to
core.
go another road, save the E.H. Taylor a little bit because I can pound Cooper's Craft all night long.
Yeah, I like that
I'm a
stuff.
huge Brown Foreman fan, for the record, at 100 proof.
Even though they lost money in the first quarter or
Oh,
last quarter,
of course they
huh?
lost money. They just increased their production like 50%, and then everything's flat. Like,
Yeah, all the sales are going down.
yeah, sales are
Yeah,
dipping, but they've increased production. That's never a great, and it kind of talks to the volatility of whiskey, I think, a little bit, or just anything that has to age like this. You know what I mean? Because aging makes it to where you have to be good at predicting the future,
yeah.
not
Oh
just
yeah.
in flavor, but in barrels made and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, Heaven Hill set production records last year.
Yeah, and we're
Nine
not.
hundred and 992,000 barrels. It was some god awful amount, and they ran through there. I'm like, how do you? But I guess, and they're building a whole new production facility in Bardstown
Yeah, I
that
think
comes
it's
online.
it's interesting because I find that companies in general are fairly like there's not as much profit in every industry as you would think, right? Like not everything is Exxon,
No, no.
right? Or Apple or or Google, right? That are just like profit machines. Like I remember when COVID kicked off, I had a buddy that he's like a tech support manager, and so he really just focuses head down on what his life is, right? Like that software. He's done that job for 20 years. And he's like, for some reason there was an article on like people that do massages, the masseuses at like Massage Envy, and other workers like that are not critical potentially and couldn't work, right? And so they're getting laid off during COVID. And he's like, you owners need to be better than that. You need to pay them through COVID. And I'm just like, dude, what do you think the profit is on some of these, right? Like,
The margins on those places, they some of them are week to week. As far as if they have a bad week, they're getting stressed.
yeah, cheers, Jigs. I highlighted but didn't say anything, but cheers, Jigs. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling okay. Gonna miss having pours with you, buddy, but hopefully you'll come on and have some Coke. I'll have Coke with you, or whatever it is.
Coke? Oh,
I
sorry.
mean,
Oh,
if you can't drink, do the Coke, Jigs. No,
that's
I'll have a Diet Coke or a Diet Dr. Pepper with you, Jigs. Well, it's funny. I very rarely drink when I'm not on a stream. It's the
yeah.
craziest thing.
I'm not having anything tonight because we're doing a trip to Memphis tomorrow again. We did a big about 2 weeks ago. It was about 12 of us. Did a big bourbon hunt through all of Memphis for a couple of the other YouTubers that are out there, the Major Zero and a couple others, and we
Cheers, Dope.
What's up, brother? Sorry about that. My volume was like crazy up.
Hey, I have that effect on people. How long does it take to get to Memphis from your place?
about 2 hours.
God, dude, everything is so fucking close out east. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, give me an idea of the economy and the way things are going with. They had a drop, not this Saturday, last Saturday, but the Saturday before, of all the Weller products in Memphis, and there are still bottles of Weller 12 sitting on shelves in some of the stores. Now, admittedly, they're asking more than retail, but still, they're bundling it like some of them like $129 in a bundle, 139, 149 in a bundle with something else. But you never saw Weller 12 before. I mean, and um, there was so
I don't.
much Eagle Rare that it's out there. like $39, $44.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a Weller 12 not secondary on the shelf in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
Like
they
you get
were.
that secondary. Like I've seen them down in SoCal, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, Mr. Mom, like everybody is a expert on Facebook. You just got to roll with it. Yeah, it's goddamn B. I find like it's so silly how like I had a cousin that lives in rural Canada post a picture of a deer that they had shot, right? Very respectful. It wasn't like, they were, poking fun at it or whatever. They were just proud of it. And somebody like goes off on them. Like somebody from town, like in New York, because most of my family from there is New York. And it's just like, you don't understand anybody's life, anybody's anything. Just fucking, you don't have to be the like moral compass for everybody. I fucking hate that in this world. Stop being my moral compass.
Sorry about that, Mike. I'll work on it.
Whatever. It was really your picture that they were saying, and you shot that deer.
Damn it.
Yeah, I around here that gets done quite a lot. There's a lot of bird hunting and a lot of nobody really. I don't think there's a lot of tree huggers around, but it's part of the lifestyle. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, that's how they sustain themselves through the whole year. They get 2 or 3 deer and put them in freezers, and that's what they have for the year. That's how they get their meat.
And I mean, obviously, I'm a hunter, but if you look at how management has to happen for wildlife, and this wasn't meant to be about wildlife management or anything, but that comment, but like they have to, like wildlife management has to happen now because there's so many people.
Yeah.
Right. Like we've invaded their habitat so much that, out there, out in Iowa and Kansas and, Nebraska and the Midwest, deer eat, like they wreck the fucking soybean fields, the corn fields, like they tear it up, and they are, they're a nuisance. Oh, somebody's here. There's Eric again. But
hopefully I'll be out for a while.
You good, Eric?
I think so.
Yeah, but it's if you don't, like, they have to manage the mountain lions and the deer here and now the wolves, because they reintroduced wolves into Colorado. Because if you don't, like, the deer have a much, much more dramatic death, right? Like somebody dying of starvation is much worse than a bullet that's a clean, quick kill, which is what you always hope for as a hunter if you're ethical. As a quick shot that puts it over within seconds instead of a month of starving to death. Like I couldn't even imagine.
Cheers, Eric Gunderson.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, somebody's going to eat dinner now. They're like, Mr. Mom's like, I'm gonna go eat. You guys are talking about killing animals. The other thing is, like, everybody talks about how bad hunting is. Like some people, Eric, just again, they talk about hunting, and I'm just like, you'll eat the animal, but you don't want to know about how it happens. You know what I mean? Like, or how your shoe is made.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's that. Did you ever see that Hugh Grant, Julia Roberts movie, Notting Hill?
Oh, yeah.
He's like going through all these dates, and it's like, kind of just giving examples of some of the dates he went on. And one of the ladies was, I don't eat meat. In fact, I only eat, plants that the fruit has fallen from the tree naturally. And he's like, so this asparagus. And she's like, murder.
Murder. I remember that. Oh.
It was just such a romantic movie.
It was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I like
one
that.
I could sit with the wife and watch that with her. And
My wife would never watch that movie more than once. As you know, my wife is a bit of a hard ass. And a
Yeah.
romantic movie watcher is not her. Now, she'll watch some sad shit like fried green tomatoes and shit like that. I don't know how she watches that goddamn thing. The way people die in that fucking movie. It's terrible. Cheers, Beyond the Row. What's happening? So, Joe, did you see that Michelle was getting pegged with some of those commenters last night?
Oh, really? No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, Richie Z and I had to go to work. It was like, a Twitch raid
Yeah.
where like 5 or 6, 10 people were in just making like shitty comments about women and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were talking about it on there after when the weird comment at the end was, glad I won this one. And it was like, what did you win? Like,
Yeah, like
all you showed was you're just a troll and you're hiding behind your keyboard. So it's like,
yeah.
What did you win, really?
I dare you to stand in front of Independent Joe face to face and make that fucking comment right now. I'm just telling you.
I thought Beyond the Road was doing a live tonight.
I know Whiskey Row was doing a live earlier. Those two are pretty cool. They're going to be in Nashville on Friday. I wish I was going there. Those two are really cool. We met up at National Barrel Company when I was out there for our kickoff for a sales meeting, and went out to dinner with them and the Turks. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, they're a blast. They're a lot of fun. I was trying to make it down to Bardstown for the mash and drums thing because it sounded kind of fun, but just couldn't swing it.
Yeah,
schedules.
You know what I think is funny about Whiskey Row is they tend to have a bunch of viewers I've never seen before that like you don't see on anybody else's channel. You know what I mean? Watching. It's pretty cool to see. Just there's way more to the community than just our normal Livewire regulars.
Yeah, and with him, the things that'll set him off. I mean, talk to him about the Virginia ABC, boom,
Yeah,
right up, or Henry McKenna 10-year. So that was always our joke because he said he didn't like it, blah blah blah, and then he did a live blind one day, and he picked it. And it was like, that's gonna come back and bite you,
dude. Cooper's Craft 100 is so fucking good.
You ever see the way they do those barrels?
No.
It's a diamond pattern they put in the inside the barrel before they char it, and then they char it. So it supposedly provides more surface area for the wood to impart on the barrel. Some sort of diamond etching in the inside of it.
Yeah, it's that's funny, John. Yeah. They're super fun. Super fun. Real quick, I forgot to say we are doing Patreon giveaway. If you're a patron, go make a comment. Here in about 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to do any Chug Lofe merch. So if you want a shirt, a towel, a sweatshirt, let me know. We will do we'll do that giveaway for anybody that goes and comments on Patreon. So go check that out.
Did you get any more of the wisdom glasses yet?
No, I keep forgetting to order them. I want more of the ones that are etched. In fact, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to order those. They're actually going to be at World of Whiskeys in Denver next weekend.
Oh, okay. So you going to that?
No.
No.
I just thought it was interesting they were going to be there.
They should bring you over there for free.
Yeah, like why am I not there as like
on the guest
talent?
list.
Do they not know I have over 100 subscribers?
And you've been to Stranahan's.
Yeah, I've been to Stranahan's, but never Penelope's. I don't know why.
Oh, there's one for you. Penelope Havana.
Hold on. Everybody's racing this weekend. I don't know.
The Hellcat.
That was like a souped up Camaro or something. It had the big old
Oh.
blower out the front.
Nice.
So you were saying what? Now go ahead. I'm sorry.
Penelope apparently is releasing a new product called Havana
Really?
that's done in aged in Cuban rum barrels. And I was like, how did they get the Cuban rum barrels out of Cuba?
They floated on them.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So it's more like an ocean thing, the like ocean bourbon. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
like it. Like the Jefferson's Ocean. It's
Like you can't
Havana.
send them back once they get here, so they just like push them over and
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering how that worked because how did they get the barrels from Havana?
yeah, they sourced the Havana barrels from China.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
Well, we can buy from Cuba now, right? Like we can get Cubans and stuff like that now where we couldn't get them before.
I think that's all back off again.
Oh, really? Did that
Yeah.
end with Trump or was that because it was Obama that made it to where we could do that again, right?
Yeah. And the tourism was picking up and there was a certain amount of tours are going back and forth. But
Oh, yeah. He
and then
says
they
you can
stopped
buy,
all those.
the
Huh?
lawyer says you can buy Cubans still.
Hmm.
Interesting enough.
Although I think the cigars out
Derek
of
said the embargo is not as strict as it used to be.
okay.
Okay.
He said as long as you don't get caught, it's really, really nothing to it.
Really easy to do. Yeah.
Kind of like drunk driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
As long as you don't get caught.
this channel and any affiliates do not believe in drinking and driving.
Yeah, in fact,
He
we
said
don't.
No.
In fact, so I was helping Michelle last night. I got a call from my niece who I'd never get a call from. And my sister out there who has struggled with addiction her whole entire life is in jail because she could not pee clean after her DWI or DUI, whatever it was. So I hope she can get sober in jail for 6 weeks before she gets sentenced for up to 3 years in state prison.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to pee dirty when you're on probation. Like that's just bad.
No.
It's
That
like a
ends your
snowball
probation.
effect. It's a snowball effect. It does not work out well for you.
At some point, your lawyer can't do anything about that.
Dude, I feel bad for her girls. Like she has 2 daughters. They're all older in their 30s, but she's substantially older than I am. She's 13 years older than I am, so yeah, don't drink and drive because it ruins your effing life, sort of. And you could
hell yeah.
definitely ruin someone else's. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't even
That's why we
encourage
do it in
excess drinking on this channel. I mean, unless tomorrow's your day off.
Unless tomorrow's your day off. Yeah.
All right, I got to do this so that I can get this ready.
Is that your day off tomorrow?
Tomorrow's my day off, yeah. So this is, I don't know how much is left in here. This is Disco 4.
Ooh.
I'll drink that with you.
So this was my second favorite disco. Disco 3 was my favorite. Where are you at, Anthony? I know you don't have to work tomorrow. Are you going on after this, Anthony? Ooh. Just cracked his first WB Saffel. I dig a little turkey, not going to lie.
Like a virgin.
All right, so this is what's left after I did that pour. So we're gonna let it
Chug a
happen.
lug it.
Oh, here, we'll do this. To having tomorrow off.
You know, you kind of froze for a second there in the upright position. It was kind of
I was holding
exciting.
showing
Yeah.
off. Showing off.
Yeah. Showing off.
Cheers.
Oh, there we go.
Cheers,
He's
Joe.
got it.
Yeah. We got Darrell's got 4, you're getting 12. I need to nurse this pour though, because that was my last disco.
See, and I like the fusion stuff. So
That's 4. I've got like 9. I don't know.
yeah, I've got fusion the 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9's going to be their last one on the fusion series.
Oh,
I enjoy those.
I still have Disco 2. So Disco 2 had the green label.
Yeah.
See,
So
Eric's the only one who got that reference.
Oh, what'd you say? Oh. What is that reference?
When I said like a virgin, and he said,
Oh,
"Crack
yeah.
it for the very
Crack
first
for
time."
the very first time. The Mark.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And so I do, by the way, this weekend, I do think for the first time in my life, I'm going to be rooting for Nebraska. To Scott Pigsley. They're playing Colorado, but I got to do it for Scott Pigsley.
Yeah.
Cheers, Scott.
Yeah, and it really didn't take Deion Sanders long to become an asshole as the coach.
Dude, you see him talking to media? He's like, I'm not talking to you. Your local CBS station.
Yeah, that guy, I knew it wasn't going to last very long. I knew he was going to become Neon Dion again. He can't stop. He has to be the asshole.
He is just such a dick. And the way he got rid of players that first offseason was just crazy. He's like, they're just like, oh, we're yanking, we're pulling. Actually, they did. I will say to his credit, they still paid the scholarship for everybody that was kicked off the team and was a full ride scholarship. So he said, you're no longer playing football, but we're going to honor your scholarship just internally as a school. So it doesn't account against their scholarship numbers, but they were basically, because they were removed after being given a full scholarship, they honored it.
Didn't they play Texas this weekend and get crushed?
Yeah.
No, that was CSU.
Oh.
That was Colorado State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the team that I actually like, unfortunately. So I'm not like Eric. I only like bad teams, apparently.
Shut up. I had to endure for 30 years the Chiefs.
I know. You had to endure like the John Elway era.
Yeah, and the Marty Schottenheimer era. I swear to God, when that guy dies, I'm going to go piss on his grave.
He already died.
Oh, well, where's he buried? Because I'm going to – that guy
probably in your backyard, Eric. Damn, the way you're talking.
Damn, Eric.
Rich Gannon took us to the playoffs, and then he pulled Gannon and put Gerbeck back in, and that's why we lost.
Oh, dude, there was nothing more boring than watching a Schottenheimer offense.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's so much nicer having Andy Reid now.
Yeah, I mean, Andy Reid's special. Like he's I think the key to Kansas City's offense has been Travis Kelce. Like he just changes everything. I mean, and Mahomes is incredible.
Right, but Travis Kelce just has a way of getting open when he shouldn't. I mean, that's what announcers are always. How did he get open?
Yeah, like they double team him on third down, thinking we got to take this away, and then all of a sudden he's uncovered. It's like what in the actual? I'll tell you though, Joe. Are you in that big text message group that everybody's in?
No.
Okay, so we have this one.
Sounds like fun though.
Yeah, there's this one where it's like all sorts of dirty shit. Mark is in it. And aren't you in it? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not as dirty as it, like the first few days of it being created, it was really raunchy. Now it's more just like every once in a while, it's, kind of bad. But I don't know what it is on Instagram. I was watching, but I get all of these like gay cowboy fans.
Uh-huh.
And it always has a meme about Cowboy fans. Now I know I have 2 cousins that live in New York that are like huge Cowboy fans, and they're sitting like this watching a game, and I'm like, dude, like it's the first game of the season. You can relax. Like you don't have to be this stressed out about every game. So I do it just to wind them up, but I wasn't sure if you were in there, and so I'm like, I'm not going to put this in there just in case.
No, but I can identify because that's me on the couch. What the hell?
But Cowboy fans get such heat on TikTok and Instagram. It really cracks me up.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Remember, it's not a logo; it's a rating.
Yeah.
I've been a Cowboy
Coming
fan
from a
since
fake
like
Kansas City,
the 80s.
I've been a Kansas City fan
Yeah, okay.
since Steve
Yeah,
DeBerg
right.
was the quarterback.
Since they won the first Super Bowl, we got
Yeah.
it. We got
I'm
it.
just saying, like,
Since Steve DeBerg was quarterback in 1988, we went
Pittsburgh,
4-11 and 1.
Steelers, your first team.
Yeah, as a little kid.
I'm just saying, like, everybody that claims to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan right now says that very same thing.
Yeah.
You know that throughout the 80s and 90s, we were sold out every home game.
Yep.
Every home game was sold out, and we set the record for the loudest stadium before we won a single Super Bowl. Before Mahomes was on the team.
Yeah.
But that, in fairness, that stadium was engineered to do that.
I know. Yeah.
Just like Seattle.
Yeah, which is why once they build a new stadium, that's gonna go away.
Nah, they still try to do it. Although Denver didn't try to do that. The original Mile High was really fucking loud. This one's not as loud as the original.
The upper level at Arrowhead Stadium is actually really dangerous. The stairs are scary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're terrifying because they're much steeper. It's like stairs on a ship.
I will tell you the Cowboys
Really kind of ladders,
Stadium,
but angled ladders.
Cowboys Stadium, whatever it's called. Funny story there, but whatever it's called.
AT&T.
Yeah, AT&T. It's actually a really nice stadium.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad seat.
I was there at the game when Dak got his ankle broken.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I
out.
was at the Monday night against the Redskins when Tony Romo got his shoulder separated from his body.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And it's always the Giants. Wasn't it the Giants or was it Philadelphia?
No, that was the Redskins. I know. Well, now the Commanders.
Yeah.
To be politically correct, but it was the Redskins then.
Yeah.
So funny story there is I was at another sales meeting, and we were at the hotel that was it's like the Hilton right across the street from the airport from DFW. And my boss goes, go rent a van so we can go to Monday Night Football. And I'm like, okay. So I rent the van. I pull up to the hotel. There's it's like a 9-passenger van with 12 people in the back. Right? And I'm like, does anybody know how to get to the stadium? They're all half drunk from being at the bar before we, left. And I'm just like, all right. I go, Siri, take me to Cowboys Stadium. And 11 other people in the fucking van. I drive for 45 minutes in traffic on a Monday, the wrong goddamn direction to a high school stadium called Cowboys Stadium.
Cowboys Stadium, yeah.
And they're all like, where the fuck are you going? And I'm like, dude, there were 11 of you assholes in the back of that van that could have told me you're going the wrong way. You put the wrong stadium in. Literally, the stadium is 15 minutes from the airport. We should. So we ended up not getting there until the start of the second quarter because I went the wrong goddamn way.
Oh, damn.
Cheers, Giselle's. Jonathan, I know you have tomorrow off. Where are you at? Look at you up at camp, Anthony. I couldn't be more jealous of anybody right now.
I'm actually surprised I've got enough bandwidth. I actually tried earlier, but I couldn't seem to do it. And,
You got 5 bars.
Struggling with 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
Even
but
on
it's
Verizon.
showing good signal to StreamYard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Good
that's not
throughput.
getting
That's
started.
just measuring throughput, I think. But yeah.
And,
let's
and
not
your
get
picture's extremely clear. You got the nice fade in the background with you
Yeah.
up front.
Yeah,
That's
It's nice, man.
that's.
you actually look good.
I did my hair because I knew you were. on
Clearly, it's an iPhone or a Mac because he did
there. That's
that.
right.
I
It's
am
an
not on
iPad.
either right now. I'm trying out this new Snapdragon X processor and seeing how it does on battery tonight.
But I just wanted to pop on before I lost signal. So, but I just had to come on and
I'm
say hi.
thinking what might be helpful to you is Starlink, Anthony.
You know, there's some people that have it here where I'm at because they're full timers up here, and other ones have a HughesNet,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they say it's good almost some of the time.
Almost some of the time.
Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
isn't using that a line of sight service?
They all
I
both
don't
are.
know. Yeah, I
Oh,
would say they are, but
You
I
have to
do
have
see
sight to
people.
the satellite. But I'll tell you, like, I have a lot of people that live out in the country here and take it on campers. Like, you can get the mobile version or you can get the permanent version.
Yeah.
And Starlink is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You
Well,
have
there's
higher latency. It's higher latency, which is, if you're playing video games, it's not ideal. But for this type of stuff and uploading, watching movies, what most of us do for internet every day, it is
it's
freaking awesome.
perfect.
and if anybody knows
Yeah,
anything about latency, it's stall.
yeah. So maybe
What?
next year I might look at something like that because you can get them for what I call a season. So let's just say May through September, and then they allow you to uh, put it to sleep, let's say, and then you just give them a call and they'll
You could use it
reactivate
at home. Like, that's the beauty of Starlink is if you get the
Yeah.
portable one, it's like it's not much more than your home internet. You could replace your home internet with Starlink.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I was using when I was in Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah, Starlink is really good because you could, it's like $100 instead of the 75 you're paying, but you have to buy the hardware up front. And I think
Mhm.
it's 150
Package.
for the portable version, maybe a month. So
Mm.
Damn.
Well, like I said, there's a
Well,
couple
that
of
one
people
rotates
here.
and keeps the signal. Like if you're driving or something.
yeah, you can do it while you're driving.
It'll rotate around and pick up the
Oh,
signal as you
so you
drive.
can watch Netflix while you're driving down the road.
Fuck yeah.
Well, remember, your passenger could.
If you're in an RV, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
You
So
have
I'm gonna
passengers,
see.
yeah.
I'm gonna see how they feel it is. They just got it. What are we at? We're at September now, so I think they got it in July. I talked to them. There are a couple of down for me, and so if it seems to work, I may actually look into it and see, because really what I was trying to do is set up my stream from up here. But this afternoon it was so sketchy. But I just think it was because of all the people out and about.
And the weather,
And
all that stuff changes
well,
mobile service.
we've had a lot of cloud cover. We've had a lot of wind, but yet we've been in the 90s up here.
Where
Right
where
now,
where are you at?
I'm right now in northern Nevada. I'm about 160 odd miles north of Las Vegas. This is where I keep my camper,
Uh-huh.
and actually not this weekend coming, but the following weekend, I'll be wrapping it up for the season and then just running it about 100 yards behind me. There's a place I can park it for the winter, and I have my little put my little solar panel on up there, so it keeps my batteries fresh. So when I pull it out, everything works, and I can just plug it right into shore power and everything that I've got here. But man, that's been the best little thing I got, and I actually got it for my dad when he had his Class A motorhome. But when he sold it, he gave it to me, and I said, well, I'll take it. And that's where it's been for a couple of years, sitting up there, and it works wonderfully. And it's just a little bigger than a cookie sheet, but it's
Wow.
just enough that it keeps my batteries just fine on here.
Yeah,
Anthony,
I have one
what's
of
that?
those that I hook it up to mine as well when I go up camping.
What was that, Joe?
What's that? What's that store in Nevada that you guys always go to? The line something
Liquor lineup.
liquor lineup. Did
So-
you go to that thing they had this weekend before you went out of town?
No, I was already
Well, you
here.
were already out.
Yeah. But I knew it was there. They had a giveaway going on. I was at the one last weekend. No, 2 weekends ago. I got them giving for Belvini. I got invited by the owner to attend. So I went to their new store, Liquor Lineup 3. which is, I don't know, 8 miles from my house, where liquor lineup 2 is like 10 blocks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what everybody knows.
I want you to
Adam's
be
been
back on.
there.
Like, I got all kinds of Scotch questions.
Well, I was really going to do like an open pub stream, but like I said, I was just too iffy, and that's when I said, you know what, I'm just going to chill. If I
Hey,
can
what
make
would
it
you
on
say to a
live stream.
Lagavulin 16 for $100, Anthony?
Yep.
That's about what it's going for now.
Is it?
Between
So it's come down
95
again.
and 100.
A little.
It's not a steal by any means, but that's about what it's going for.
It's Costco, so you know it's not probably more than it's going for, but
That's I can get it all day long at Liquor Lineup too for $99.
okay. So I'm glad I didn't feel like I had to do it.
Hey,
No.
Mark.
That was my like first love of Pete, was that.
Now I'll say this: they had the
Sorry, Joe.
Sanzen, which was the 2023 whiskey of the year from Glenglassau. They had it at Costco because ASMR Whiskey texted to me a few weeks ago for like $54.99, and it's $70. So there was a buy. The other one that Eric Gunderson and I were talking about earlier today was of course that one, but the Portsnoy, which is another NAS, which I told you about, Eric.
Yeah.
That's about the same price, $70, but that's got some peat to it, and it's not a Lagavulin peat. It is a notch up, at least from Highland Park, but it is a wonderful whiskey for an NAS.
How's the
$70.
Highland Park cask strength? I see
Buy
that
it.
all the time.
Buy
Good.
it. If you can find the 4, the 3, I've got the 2. Buy it, and they're about $100, $89, $99. It's definitely worth it. They're delicious.
I just want to tell everybody, I'm disappointed. I bought a Compass Box, The Artist,
Mhm.
and it's got a lot. The nose is amazing. The palate is great, but the finish falls off a
Flat.
cliff.
Flat. I heard that.
Falls off a cliff, man. There's no finish at all. And I'm all.
I've never had much interest in Compass Box.
They've got some good stuff, but they've also got some flubbers out there. But
Yeah.
the same with any whiskey. We all know that.
I'm really liking this this barley, this 2013.
That one you got,
Isla
that
Barley?
Brooklotti?
Yeah,
Was it the 2013, right? I think
yeah,
it's
the unpeated.
It's a nice whiskey too, Eric.
That's the
It
11.
really is.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, we're going to do the Patreon giveaway for those of you that are patrons. Thank you guys so much. I am going to be doing the wisdom glasses. I'm going to order some tomorrow. I don't know how many I'm going to order, probably 8 to start. They're a little bit more expensive than, a Glen or other glasses, especially when I get them
Yes, it's tea.
logoed. But, I appreciate everybody that is, supports the channel. I know it's there's tons of channels for you guys to support. It means a lot. Sharing for the first time on here, so I apologize.
When you get them in, I like to buy one.
Okay, yeah. I'll put them up for sale once I get some too, just for those. I owe some to some people. But all right, can you guys see this?
Not yet.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Can you see it now?
No.
Bill?
Oh, I got to add it to.
Can you see it?
I have it
Add it
shared,
to the-
but I don't have it add. Oh, hey T Rob, what's up, buddy?
T Rob in the hand.
Oh, you had it, T-Rob.
Oh my
brother.
gosh!
There we
You
go.
talk
There it
about
is.
like a ghost. There he is, T-Rob.
All right, so I have everybody on here. This matches the number of comments on Patreon. So
In the bottle.
we are going to spin the bottle. I'll do a few shuffles here, and we're going to hit go. And
Looks like John
Man.
T.
John T looks like he
Possibly.
got it.
John T.
Yes.
John T.
Congrats, John T.
Congrats, John T. I'll text
Congratulations.
you tomorrow, and we will set up the delivery and figure out which one you want and all that stuff, John. So again, thank you to patrons that keep supporting, so I can pay StreamYard, buy some of these glasses, and do giveaways and stuff like that. I try to give away everything that's left over, at the end of the month.
I'll be right back.
Don't threaten us.
Z-Man.
Next
Z-Man, you got to, I don't know. I didn't see Z-Man.
Yeah, I
See me
just saw him
chat.
pop in a few minutes ago.
Oh, I missed you. Sorry, Z-Man. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Mark, is that a picture of the red corn label on the back of there?
Here?
Yeah.
That's a box.
T-Rob.
That's a bottle or a box?
He was
I
Chug
got a box and a bottle.
Oh, gotcha.
I do have a poster.
Oh, yeah.
Got a poster too.
Hey, did you see my bottle kill earlier, T-Rob?
No, I didn't. I just jumped on. Oh man.
Wow. Oh wow, that's cool.
4. Ooh,
Yeah,
look at
I'm
that.
Madeira finished one.
That oh, look at that.
What the F?
That's what they put
Man.
on the
That
bottle.
beer can's finished. Look at that.
man.
It's
That's
Madeira.
sweet.
Oh, it's a rye.
Yeah. I think a local tattoo artist is the one that drew this up.
Drew
Dude,
that.
I want to get that tattoo. I'm going to get it right there.
There you go. Right there.
Son hasn't seen that part of
Right
your
there.
arm in I don't know how
Yeah.
long.
I definitely have a farmer's check.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
It's actually a
FarmersOnly.com.
It looks just like the one on that bottle right
Yeah.
there.
What'd you get, Mark?
Pivots on stream.
Oh, that was just a whole box.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna
I
say,
got
tell you
3 or
what,
4 different ones.
that
When I go
one-
to the distillery, I wind up getting 2 or 3 different bottles. I'm like, can you toss in one of those boxes? Yeah. So,
I tell you what, that one
Or
that
rice.
Mark just showed the picture of, I actually had some.
mm.
Wow. It's in
Oh,
this
wow.
picture here. And then the one next to it is the one that Nancy Fraley.
Hey, I want you guys to see that kid's haircut. Look at this.
There you
Dang.
Wow.
Shaved her down.
Hell yeah,
That's fine.
Holy
With a
smokes.
haircut like
Right.
that, it looks like he has a certain particular amount of skills.
What?
Maybe.
Anthony, I got that bottle.
Yes. I'm telling you what.
I didn't mean it like that, Mike. Come on, Mike. No, like
I got my
Liam,
haircut today,
it's a
too.
Liam Neeson haircut.
I got mine cut Friday. So
Yeah, you be prepared, because one of these Sundays I'm going to jump on and you're going to be like, why is your hair so brown? And I'm going to be like, I had an interview.
there you go.
Because
It's
I'll
called
tell you,
just for men.
ageism is a real thing in what I do. This will be
Absolutely.
gone, and I will brown this out a little bit. It's right
There you
here
go.
that I don't want it to be brown, but I need to
Yeah.
just. I don't need to say I'm 50 without telling them I'm 50, right? Like,
That's
Go
the
with
way
the
mine
Grecian
started.
formula.
I had these wings. I called them my wings on the side right there. Turned gray first before everything else did. Yeah,
None of this is turned gray. It's all here. Started right
that's
here,
awesome, man.
and it's just kind of spreading around.
There you go.
Right, this one, this side.
But
all
yeah,
good, Burton. Appreciate
So-
you, brother.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
It's darker now than it used to be. It used to be more blonde.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you, like, I don't know what it is. The last, 3 or 4 months, it's really gone gray.
Oh, when it starts, it'll do it quick, man.
Man, it's crazy. My mom died at 82 years old. She had 4 gray hairs on her whole head. So annoying. And now I'm 49, about to look like my wife. My wife went gray at 16.
Wow.
Speaking of,
Hey, Anthony, have you tried the Uncle Nearest, that anniversary edition?
No. But last night,
I told
this
him you
used
put
to
your
be
voodoo on me.
up to about here.
Yeah.
And a neighbor up here and I
Uh-oh.
helped it out.
And now
last
it's
night.
way down there.
Dang.
Yeah.
She just said she hopes I get drunk and fall out of the rocking chair.
Oh no.
Hey, Mike.
That's not very nice.
Apparently, she
Mike.
heard what I said about her boobs.
Hey, Mike. Does this thing solo?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that at camp. God, I'm jealous you're camping tonight, Anthony.
Yeah, man, that's a nice setup.
Oh, and that was big bubbles there, buddy.
Dang, nice one.
I'll be honest though, I almost didn't recognize you without one of your hats on.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, I didn't think about it when I was out here because I didn't think I'd be able to pop on.
Right.
And tell you what, this is a nice whiskey to sit and sip and share. It's 93 proof. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
No, I
Wow.
But what is the proof
I
on
haven't, I
that?
haven't popped it yet. 122.4.
I was gonna say, is that 125?
122.4.
So Burton butt dialed me, but at least nothing was going on. I had another YouTuber who doesn't really go live very often anymore. Well, he'll remain nameless. Butt dial me a couple years ago, year and a half ago, in the midst of coitus.
Oh, whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Coitus who?
And I was like, did you mean to like dial me right there? Because that was weird. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. It was the funniest.
But you didn't have to stay on through the finish.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, it was only 30 seconds.
Yeah. How long was it till you hung up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike was in the background cheering him on.
Move.
Slap her ass.
He actually
I'm like, that's my move.
he accidentally dialed you, but he didn't make you stay on for an hour.
An hour. What is he, 18? Come on.
I set my phone down and I dialed my ex while I was in the middle of sex with the next
You
one.
did that on purpose.
No, I didn't. I would now.
You did it on purpose.
Accidentally on purpose.
Accidentally.
It was funny though.
On purpose.
It was funny, and she was mad. She like tried to. I couldn't hear her. She was yelling. I guess yelling at me, and
Oh,
couldn't hear
God.
her.
She could have just hung up.
Yeah, exactly. But she didn't. No, she wanted to be mad.
Like Saul.
She really
She
wanted to
could
be
have
mad.
just hung up.
So I'm going to try this. This might be the bottle giveaway next week. I think
Is
we're
that
gonna
the
do a bottle
cask?
giveaway. Yeah, cask strength. This is a pick from North Star, which is a fairly large liquor store nearby. Although it's not as large as it used to be. It kind of struggles now. But
I had a guy that gave me a store pick from Specs. His wife's pregnant. She's now 5 months along, and she doesn't want him drinking anymore because she really wants to drink. And so he gave me some bottles.
America. Oh, there was like that plastic is about as useless as any plastic.
Anybody else hear a howl?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the wilderness.
That was not me for this time. She's quiet, trying to find a place to lay down over there.
There goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe it's the
We have
breeze.
coy-
Could it
we
be the
have
breeze going?
coyotes.
No, that's where he's camping.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I mean, maybe it's the breeze.
Sounds like coyotes in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have coyotes here.
Dude, there's something cool about having a jigger on every bottle.
There you
Yep.
go.
Oh,
That was a J.
I heard it. I just.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Joe.
I heard it.
That's true, Mr.
It's
Bond.
some Lassie. Oh God, I love that movie.
Yes.
Me,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't get to go first.
Got to get her. Got to get her upstairs. Got to get
Yeah.
her upstairs.
Me, you don't get to go first. There'll be nothing left. Oh God, I love those old.
One of the funniest scenes is when dude sticks it through the shower, the hole in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she pulls
Yeah.
on
And
Beulah.
Miss
Feature
Ballbreaker
comes
comes
in,
in and grabs hold
Ballbreaker.
of it. Yeah.
all right. We're trying that Stranahan's pick. Let's see if it's good. It is cast strength. It is 115.41.
Yeah. Man, that's my favorite single malt.
Dude, I really like Stranahan's barrel strength. I
Yeah.
will say, what was the what's the other one that does the finished ones? Not Joe. Vic did a pick on it. The Mikalaka Wika Waka.
Oh, the
No,
The Mikalaka
No.
Wicca Waka.
Westland.
Westland.
Westwood.
Westland.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Westland ones are pretty good. Sorry, I just confused Joe and Vic. You're both from Southern California. That's
We all of us Mexicans look alike.
for the record, my wife's Hispanic,
twins.
so I got a free pass. I was telling
You got a free pass.
we had a friend out, and I I was like, I've really gotten super lucky about telling jokes in this life. I'm like, all I need is like, something, somebody that's Jewish or something like that to really cap it all off. But I'm like, my wife and kids are Hispanic. I'm like, my son is gay. I'm like, my wife is blonde. I have unlimited material for jokes now. And they're like, that's not how that works.
That's the rule. As
Give a
long
lot
as
of
you know
leeway.
somebody.
Yeah. Like they're like, that's
I
not how
actually
it
don't think
works.
that. I don't think that is the rule, but
Yeah.
Hey, that's our rule.
oh, okay.
Mr. Mom, I've
Really,
been
what people
wondering
say
about
is,
that
how
one.
did you marry like that when you're such a racist? Is what
Yeah.
ends up being said. Which, by the record, I'm not a
Try a
racist.
little splash of this.
Well, we're aware of that, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Here's next up,
Ooh, Lefroy
Oh,
quarter
that's
cask.
good.
quarter cask.
Oh,
So that
Hey,
one's lower
okay.
proof. That one's a lower proof one, right?
Back up.
Yeah, this is I think it's a 50.
Yeah, that's not bad though. I think that's a
No.
good proof.
No, 50
That's perfect.
50 for a
Right.
Scotch is pretty high.
That's probably not going to pick it up.
No,
It's the Freud Cardes.
That's all right.
Carchis.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you
There
a
you go.
digital camera next time, Mark.
I know. I got to upgrade
It's
the camera.
Carchis and it means friendship. I know that because I watched
Check the back room, Mike.
This
Oh,
is
sorry, Darrell.
what's up, Darrell?
a little sample from Eric Gunderson.
what's going on?
Cheers,
So-
man.
That's only because he's leaning on that blanket he didn't want to put you on.
Hmm.
Ah, stop it.
What's that
That,
shirt?
that was my
saying.
understanding.
What's
Yeah.
that?
What's that
What?
shirt?
Oh, it's your shirt. Well, one of your shirts.
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
Never takes a day off.
That's
Dude,
right.
I have that shirt in a 3X. It's like a sleep shirt on me now.
Oh, I know. And so T-Rob won a sweatshirt the other day, or a few weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And the other day I was in ordering it, and I was like, it's been 3 times since I ordered T-Rob's sweatshirt. And after he texted me today, like, did you ever order that? I was like, oh, yeah, I did, but I need to order one for me.
Yeah.
And I still didn't order my goddamn shirt. Like, so just know that, like, I ordered yours, like, on Thursday or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
I've been trying since Thursday to order myself one so that I had a new one. And it's kind of like, after a couple years, the sweatshirts kind of get the little balls or whatever it is just from being washed so much and stuff. And I still forgot to do it today, even though I was in the middle of doing it today.
I bought this shirt yesterday so I could go to the Aggie game and be an Aggie fan. And this is a schmedium. This is a real honest to God schmedium.
There you go.
I've lost so much weight I can wear a medium-sized shirt now.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Oh, there's Mark. So like I'm an XL now.
Good deal.
Nice.
I'm
There you
finally under the 230s.
Wow.
I weighed myself today.
Oh, sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I said I weighed myself on Friday and I was 228.
Nice.
I weighed
First time
myself.
in the 220s in 15 years. Yeah.
I weighed myself this morning and I weigh 191.3
Dude,
pounds.
that's fucking incredible. You were like 700 pounds at one point.
I was.
Jeez.
No, I was 305.
305.
Oh,
Dude, that's an
wow.
incredible
Year.
number.
I've lost that much weight in 12 months.
You've lost a Darrell and a half.
Wait, you were 305 a year ago, Eric?
Yeah, last August I was 305.
Dang.
Maybe it
You
doesn't
lost
like.
Darrell in a year.
Yeah.
We only see like chest up. You know what I mean? So I can never really tell how big somebody is. No, but
Dude,
like.
Hey, don't whip it out.
I never thought you were 300.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you saw me wait, that sounded wrong. If you saw me below my shorts, yeah, that's okay. You'd be like, this kid is skinny. You'd be like, this guy is skinny because my legs are like, my ankles are like this big
He
around.
doesn't like to brag, but he skips leg day.
My ankles are this big around. I'm playing golf on Thursday with Logan, and he's like, what the fuck? Do you only work your legs out? Like, your calves are popping.
Mr. Mom, you sure it didn't say one at a time, please?
I walk around just pointing at my calves, and I go, pow.
Yeah, and actually the weight loss
But I
is
like
cool.
that.
But when a year ago I had a size 46 waist. I now have a size 32 waist.
Yeah,
Mine
that's
is not.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's
I'm
14
size
inches.
36 waist, and I moved up to a Magnum condom.
Oh, good for you.
Oh,
I mean, it's way too big, but I like baggy.
He likes like the extra room.
And you can finally see it.
Yeah.
I've never been over 185.
In your whole life. Oh, that's brutal.
I've never been
Look
over
at Mark
180.
bragging over here with all us fat guys on screen.
Dude,
You're
I'm
not
just saying,
fat.
I can't remember
No,
the
you're not
day I
fat.
Well, except for Darrell, of course.
Yearly, and for the last 10 years, 10 to 12 years, it's been like 175 to 185, just kind of back and forth, depending if it's summer or winter.
Right.
Yeah, I need to get back to that weight.
Yeah, the 185 was probably my 13th birthday.
Did you see what
So
Rick
Rick
put? Oh my
says,
God.
I was in sexual harassment class. I asked, why was it if a man talked dirty to a woman, it's sexual harassment, but when a woman talked to a man, it was $3.99 a minute?
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, that was the right place to do that.
I wish I would have been that quick when I had to go to those classes.
Hmm.
That was good because I would like to have been told by.
All right. So Burton wants to know Kelvin 2.
Kelvin too.
Yeah, I got to say Kelvin 2.
I haven't even looked at the.
That's a
Yeah,
good
you're
pull.
like, yep.
The Lagavulin 11 Rumcast, the Caribbean, that's a good one.
I saw that. I
Oh,
haven't
that
tried it yet.
Lagavulin 11 Rumcast.
Yeah, that's going to be my next one tonight. I've got about a third of a bottle left of the.
Yeah,
The
Kelvin.
rum,
This Cardis is really tasty.
the rum cask. That's
Yeah,
didn't that turn out to be an amazing pour?
dude, it's and
so
Sweet.
good.
it wasn't that expensive.
Nope,
I need
about
some.
$90.
They were
Yeah.
out of root beer.
Yeah, and it's just really good.
I will say this: when it hits the shelf here again, I'll have a backup. That's how sure I am of that one.
Yeah.
all right. Cheers, guys. Have a great evening. Everybody have a good rest of the
Roger.
That's
holiday.
bullshit, Roger. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to bed because I got to get up at like 6 o'clock to head off to Memphis so we can get there
You're
when the
going
stores
to
open.
bed at 8:30
Okay.
at
It's
night.
it's 9:30 there, and he's
It's
over.
9:30 here. I'm an old man.
He's over
Gotta
70.
get-
Go to
I
sleep.
got to
You're
get
over
I'm
70?
like
Who?
Rob. I got to get my sleep.
There you go.
Where's the nurse?
I don't know if that beauty rest is helping you much, though.
It ain't helping. It don't matter.
Hey,
Boy,
cheers,
there's
Roger.
no
Thanks
love.
for hanging out, buddy.
Thanks
Cheers,
for
guys.
popping
Have a
on.
good
Good to see you.
time.
Cheers, Roger.
Yeah, I told Frankie, I'm like, I don't have to work tomorrow. I might be fucked up when I come to bed.
There you go.
There you go.
Well,
And she's all, you may be fucked up after you go to bed.
Yeah.
all out of that.
I went and got
rocking
my
chair.
haircut today, and I'm like, my haircut's done. I'm calling her on the way home, and she's like, okay, good. I'm busy, and I'm like, when I get home, I want you to know I'm tired, and just because I look like this doesn't mean you can put your hands all over me.
Hmm.
She's like, okay, I'll try my best.
I'm sure it's been tough for her.
Yeah, she's like, and like I walk in the door, and I'm like, easy. I'm sore today. She didn't try
She said,
anything.
"Oh,
We've been
you're
married too
home?"
long.
He's like, stop lying. You skipped leg day.
If I don't come home with Louis Vuitton, she don't even notice I got a haircut.
Woo.
No, I'm just kidding. I would never get Louis
That's
Vuitton.
an expensive haircut, let me tell you.
I'll never get a Louis Vuitton. I went in one time, like I had a buddy that was getting Louis Vuitton for his girlfriend at the time. And I was like, oh, Mike, I get my wife Coach purses. Maybe I'll get her a Louis Vuitton this time.
No, you won't.
Dude, they ain't even fucking close. I'm like, I ain't getting her shit. I couldn't afford that wallet. I couldn't afford the keychain.
No.
Them keychains are like $400.
We
Yeah,
had
it was fucking crazy. I was like, it was a $200 keychain. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm buying a $200 keychain.
we had somebody leave a Louis Vuitton backpack in our office for 2 years. I called everybody. Is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Nobody would claim it. So I gave it to a girl.
Yeah, and then the owner called up and was like, "Did I
No,
leave my weed?"
no,
Oh,
Never
no.
did.
In a week, she sold
Hey.
it. She sold it for $3,600.
I was getting ready to say
You know,
you should have put it on
I
marketplace.
should have sold it. I should have got on eBay and sold it. It had the certificate of authenticity and everything in it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, she's
That's
all I
crazy.
sold that. I got $3,600 for it. I was like, damn.
Thanks a lot.
And she didn't even buy you a bottle of whiskey? Come on.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
it was only one time, and it wasn't worth no damn $3,600.
So, Rick, my son, my oldest son, which by the way, big news, my oldest son is getting married April 25th. I'm very excited. Congratulations, Brendan.
Yeah, congratulations, Mazel Tov.
Yeah, he is.
Poor guy.
But yeah, my oldest son is gay, and he is. He got mad at work because somebody put him into the it was like the inclusion group for LGBTQ during that like the Gay Pride Month or whatever, and he was like, "I never came out. Why did they put me in this group?"
Was that
And I was
That's a lawsuit right there, man.
Was that work?
Yeah, it was at work. It was like it was meant to be like the planner for activities and just the inclusion month.
How long ago was that?
A few years ago. Yeah, it was a few years ago.
So he's beyond the statute of limitations from
Eric's like
$5 law.
Wait a minute.
Call me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Right.
call me.
But I'm like, why are you mad? Like, you are gay. Like, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know why that's upsetting.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Yeah, somebody outing you
don't
at
wanna
work.
be outed at work. Yeah.
Being outed at work that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
a big
a
no-no.
six figure. That's a mid six figure.
Oh yeah. He was really pissed.
He should have
He was
got a
really
lawyer. Oh my god,
Yeah, absolutely.
it could be a
Apparently he
seven
doesn't
figure.
have you on speed dial
There you go.
like we do.
I'll text him right now, Eric. I'll be like, how long ago did this happen?
If it happened, I think Colorado has the same 3
It's
year.
California.
Oh, then
Yeah.
California, I think it's got a 4-year statute of limitations.
Might be.
He's in like Flint. He's retired.
He needs to go talk to a lawyer. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate to even have that kind of group on a work.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, and that's where that's my challenge, right? Because
regardless of whether he's out or
no,
not,
I totally get the concept. It was a group that was designed to be like inclusive and like create a better environment,
right? A better work environment.
But
it was, on the other hand, it was like, but you just can't do that.
You still check in.
Yeah,
you check in with everybody. Is this okay? Can I put you in this group? Don't just put somebody in a
you
group.
can't even ask me if you could put me in that group.
Yeah,
if I approach you, maybe.
Yeah, but man, that's a slam dunk lawsuit. Slam dunk.
Oh, they'll pay it. They won't even.
Yeah, they'll submit that to their insurance company, and their insurance company will start negotiating immediately.
Dude, and that kind of thing, like, you're also personally liable. It's not just the company that's liable.
Right. Right, because it's outside the scope and that's actually what his employer would claim it was probably an approved work thing. So it wasn't outside the scope.
Work group. Yeah.
It wasn't
fucking
outside.
Z, man. He's like, I hate fucking lawyers. I just want to beat the shit out of prisoners. Is it still illegal to beat somebody up in prison, Z, man? I had a buddy that like he couldn't be a sheriff anymore. He was like, it's just that, like he worked in the jail, and he's like, we get the shit kicked out of us. He's like, it's so fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with the military, man. Marine Corps. Just the niceties and the attitude is so far removed from when I was in, like, even before, like, as I was getting out, I was like, man, I mean, it just changed the way you have to talk to people or act around them.
Yeah.
You can't, jokes, anything. Just like, I was like, yeah, I even had somebody to, like, someone of senior rank tell me like, it's like I think your mentality is not going in the direction of this new
the
Marine Corps that
Yeah,
we're going
yeah,
in. So
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm retiring, so I don't care, man. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
No, but take my fishing hat. Give me that though. I just look good with that on.
Do you really think you look good with that on?
Nope.
Oh yeah, he does perfect.
Okay, just
That's a
checking.
nice cattleman's
He's a
crease.
Colorado
It
cowboy.
could be a little more rounded there.
Yeah, then the front could be bent down a little too.
He's a
You
rhinestone
need to take it one of them guys and let them
cowboy.
custom
I
fit
got this directly from George Strait.
You know what,
What?
T-Rob?
Jorge
You
Derecho?
need,
Are you sure he was straight?
T-Rob,
Like he just got this off of my dresser in my bedroom. What is he doing going through my shit?
Mark, is that a bowler? I can't see the top of it
Oh,
with your
it.
name
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, it's a that's
there you
kind
go.
of a high bowler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
That's
that's
nice,
about the size of mine.
Custom made one.
Hey,
Ma'am?
T-Rob, we
ma'am.
need to get Mike a
Hey,
little
yeah.
2-star for the middle of that on that hat.
Maybe if this was brown and not gray.
There you go.
Well,
make
just
it-
get
they
a little,
make a-
get
they
some
make
just
a
for
brush
men.
with
You and
some
Cheech
stuff.
can.
That's just for
Straight.
men. Man.
I don't know. It looks really good when I don't have my glasses on, but then again, it's blurry as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, you and
Deanne's
Cheech
boy-
can
We're
be,
still here, Mike.
can be
It's a
just
little
for men
silver.
people.
Yeah. A little more silver down here than up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been silver like this since I was 31 years old. My hair won't change though.
For
That's
almost
from
50
jumping out of
years.
good airplanes.
Yes, almost 50 years, Mike.
Almost.
That's from jumping out of perfectly good airplanes. That's what happened.
No, we didn't jump out of perfectly good airplanes. We jumped out of Air Force airplanes.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a difference there.
Hey, they were good.
Those did work. And if they didn't
I-
leak oil, then there was something wrong.
That's
Air Force airplanes suck. Like, doesn't that defeat the purpose of the name of the fucking Air Force?
They really don't. But I had a pilot one time say, "I don't understand you guys jumping out of perfectly good airplanes," and I just went, "Sir, we don't. We jump out of Air Force airplanes."
Why did you jump out of Air Force airplanes and not Army airplanes?
Army doesn't own airplanes
Army
like
doesn't
that.
have a.
Army has a lot of Gulf. What are they? Gulfport.
Yeah.
Or
The
they have a lot of
transports.
they have a lot of small planes. They don't have any transport planes. Those are all the purview of the Air Force.
Oh, interesting.
But
Whereas the Marine Corps does, right?
No.
No.
The Navy has some carrier.
Marine Corps has fighter
aircraft.
jets,
Yeah,
we
Marine
have
Corps
fighter
has
jets,
fighters.
different types of fighter jets and helos, but
and then that the
Carriers,
hybrid
but-
Osprey,
Yeah. Yeah,
the
the Osprey.
Osprey and
which
and
might or
Which-
might not fall
other
out of the
types
sky.
of aircraft that
Did they
actually
finally
go
get that-
full and mail and shit like
the-
that in the Navy.
Harrier jump jet.
Yeah, jump jet and yeah,
Did they finally get that Osprey figured out? Isn't that the one that?
yeah, they use it a lot. The Marines from Fort Bliss do a lot of border security stuff out here. They go out and practice with their ground surveillance radar and stuff. And I see Ospreys all the time.
Yeah, I used when I lived in San Diego. You drive like I used to drive San Diego to Orange County and LA all the time, like a couple times a week.
Some of the smaller boats were, I won't say modified, but they can handle a few Ospreys on their
Yeah.
Oh, really?
carriers.
Dude, it was always a trip because like Camp Pendleton, they would always do the fucking like war games. Like a couple times a year, you'd go out there. It's like tent city. You know,
yeah.
you'd see
On
the
maneuvers,
carrier
yeah.
and the carrier group off the shore, and you'd see like a fucking hovercraft coming onto land, and the hovercrafts are pretty trippy. They don't move as well as you'd think they do. At least the way it seems. I don't know.
Well, I saw a movie once. No, I'm just
And like what'll really freak you out is you're going down I-5, and is it the Cobra or the Apache that's a Marine Corps one?
Marines
No,
is the
that's-
Cobra.
that's-
Yeah,
Marine
the Cobra.
Cobra.
Apache's Army.
Okay, yeah.
I
So you'd be,
thought you guys had Cobras too.
No,
Oh,
no, the
Army
Marines
doesn't-
have Cobras.
Army doesn't have many Cobras anymore. It's all Apache.
Yeah, so you'd be going and whatever they were, like those attack fucking helicopters.
Yeah. They
And you're
just come
like
above
going
the
down
tree line.
you're going down I-5, and it's like because Pendleton, like Interstate 5 like splits Pendleton, right? Like
Yeah.
it's wide open on the left-hand side. It's a bunch of like Pendleton-owned property, and they would do war games on both sides, of the freeway. And you'd see like there'd be like a fucking Cobra helicopter, like looking down the freeway. You know
Like
what I
you wanna
mean? And they're
dodge?
not up high. Like it's not like they're a mile high. Like they are in what I would consider like a tactical height. They're like going from
Yeah.
one side to the other or something.
1,500 foot or
It's just
so.
like, dude, is this the highway of death that they saw in Iraq? Like, is this what they were fucking looking at? Because it was intimidating as shit.
Yeah, dude. You get a whole squadron of Apaches come up over like a sand dune, and you're like, holy shit, death from above.
Dude, have you seen videos on that highway of death with like how
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
still like showing radiation? Touchdown USC. Fuck. Dude, this is a good game.
So Joe, when you were in boot camp, did you guys say goodnight to Chesty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of boat were you on,
I
Joe?
thought you were gonna have a joke for that, but yeah.
No,
we did.
no. I didn't realize. I mean, I remember it from Full Metal Jacket, but I didn't know. I have another friend who was a Marine, and he was in he was a what are they? Long range? No, they're
When
recon.
you do- Same thing when you're doing your pull-ups. Let's do one more for the core. Let's do one more for chesty. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude was a badass.
Were you on a
What was
boat,
that
Joe?
in Full Metal Jacket? He said,
I
one
was
for
attached
God,
to two different
one for
types
country,
a carrier,
one for the
and
Marine Corps.
the,
I guess the
small-
Marine Corps don't get
small
theirs.
boat, a gator carrier.
He can only do two of them.
I was with a 18 unit and then a Harrier unit, which
Oh,
when I was
nice.
attached to the Harrier unit, I was also the NCOIC of the dead. So
Oh,
Oh shit. My brother was EWT or something like that was what his title was.
Electric
But he
warfare.
was on initially he was on a cruiser, and then he got a DUI on base, and they put him on a
Oh.
tanker.
Oh,
Oops.
a guy that I was at Fort Riley with, he was comma like me, but before that, he was at the Army Aviation School. He was going to be a helicopter pilot. He got a DWI the night before they graduated,
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
shit.
and they were like, "Time to go."
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that.
He was this far away from his chief warrant officer one, and he decided he had to go drink. I said, were you by yourself? Did you have no buddies with you that night?
Dude, well, as you could see, like alcoholism runs in my family. So that's why I only drink on Sunday.
My family's lazy. Alcoholism walks in my family.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that word means.
It stumbles occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't quit anything.
Yeah. I do not have a drinking problem. I have no problem drinking at all.
Yeah.
I'm having more of this Stranahan's, dude. This shit is so good.
Turned out pretty good. Now, don't get the sherry cast finished one.
Don't waste.
Oh
your money.
yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
The pink label or the purple label, whatever.
Yeah, purpley pinkish one.
It's not bad. It's just not that good.
What about the
if you really like sherry, you can get
Yeah, you have to like sherry.
yeah, like
I've heard
Which
I've heard
that's
people
who I
say
was
that,
banging in high school, but not anymore.
I heard
Even
that
Steve
they're
Perry.
yeah, right? He sung about Sherry all the time.
now
What were
when
you
I
gonna
tried
say,
that cherry
Eric?
finished one, man, it was just loaded.
I've heard that those are really wet casks that they put them into, and they don't dry them. They
No.
like
One might even call them moist.
I would call it about this much liquid in the bottom of the cask when they had
T Rob got all excited.
Have any of you tried that Derringer from Rabbit Hole?
Mm-mm.
no.
But I dig the freaking cork.
yeah.
Have you
Well,
had
no,
it?
that's
Oh, with the pistol?
No, not the
no,
Derringer
that's not
gun.
not the.
the
You're
one that
thinking
has
about the Derringer
rabbit hole,
itself.
Rabbit hole Derringer.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
So no.
tried it.
I've never had a rabbit hole, and then I just read the other day that
Oh my
a
God,
couple of them are really good.
Yeah, I have
I
a few
haven't
rabbit
either.
holes. I just haven't bought that one. I've tasted it a long time ago, but I haven't I haven't had my own bottle, so I was curious if any of you guys had the bottle. And if
Dude,
it's worth
Busey, you need to fucking get on here, bro.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Busey?
What does that
Don't
say?
be ordering me any tiny tacos.
He said he's not saying you're old, but he remembers when you were around when the Dead Sea just had a little cough.
Yeah. I just had a cold at the time.
Dude, this is good. This is where like you find your drink for the night and you just kind of pour a nice pour.
There you go.
Well,
I remember
what
telling
like-
Pharaoh, I don't think we should go. I don't think we should follow him through the Red Sea. Let's not do it.
Yeah.
What's up, Rusty?
I don't think that's the path I want to take.
No.
That looks like a picture of
No,
Rusty.
sir.
You better be careful.
Mike, did I send you a
Sorry,
sample of
Rusty.
that Still Austin blend I made?
You didn't.
Okay. I made it again, so.
Hey,
I'll send
so you
a
went to Still Austin. Did you find anything good?
I haven't been there yet since I got
Oh,
back.
I thought that's what you were showing in the box.
Y'all better
No, oh no, I
Tighten
always
up.
get those, but this
5 minutes ago.
What?
I want to go to Crowded Barrel.
Oh, look at you. Is that a
Whiskey Nose.
Yep.
is that a decanter?
Uh-huh.
Fucking
Wow.
Marty. God, Marty's creative is a
34.
goddamn son of a bitch.
But what I did is I took 11 different Still Austins and blended them, 2-ounce samples into this.
How is it?
It's excellent. It's been sitting for about 3 days now, and it turned out really good.
Turned out good.
It's
Damn.
dark.
Oh yeah, well, it's still Austin, so you know.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I'm gonna have
Texas
to go
whiskey.
get a
It's gonna be
sweatshirt.
dark.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to ask Marty what happened to my decanter.
So, Rusty, have you ever seen that Angelina Jolie movie where she was a hacker?
It's called Hackers.
It's called Hackers?
Is that what it was called? I don't remember what it was called. That's what your background looks like right now. I feel like you're gonna go through and go find garbage
He's
file.
going through the space continuum right now.
Yeah, no.
he's in the Matrix right
Space
now.
time
So.
continuum.
We're all in the Matrix right now.
I'll change it. I'll change it right now.
Hey, Mike, I heard you guys talking about Romulus. Did you ever go see it?
We talked about what?
Romulus.
Romulus.
Alien Romulus.
I never saw it. I don't know what that is. I wasn't talking
Oh,
about it.
never mind. I must.
It's the new prequel. Or no, is it prequel or sequel?
To what? It's got to be Star Trek, right?
It happens after Alien, the first Alien movie.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that freaking with Bill Paxton, that was the best Alien movie.
Game over, man. Game
Game
over.
over, man. I don't know if you've been keeping up on recent events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal.
He was so good in that.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love that guy. He was like the guy that could always play the stressed out guy really well.
Yeah.
He was
And he
really
was
good
amazing
in
in
True
Twister.
Lies also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God, he was great in
Yeah.
True Lies.
The used car salesman / undercover agent.
Yeah. He was with the CIA.
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn, 3 minutes left. LSU down by 3. They're ranked what?
I don't know what they're right.
I'm happy anytime an SEC team loses. Anytime.
Yeah, whatever,
I'll
Eric.
be right back.
So Bama of Western Kentucky, what is it, like 63-0?
Well,
Yeah.
they could have done. A high school team could have done just as good against Alabama as Western Kentucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so there you go.
Get in here, Busey.
Jason.
Yep. Jump in there. I gotta jump off anyways.
Why?
Gotta get up and go dove hunting in the morning. Well,
Oh,
You
okay.
fucking bastard. Do you have a dog?
no.
That's
I
good.
don't even
'cause-
dove hunt. I just got all the land cleared and everything for it. And we had probably like 20 people out here this morning dove hunting, and everybody limited. It was like within
God, I
2
love it.
hours.
Dove hunting's so much fun. You just make sure you have enough ammo because they're tricky little bastards.
Dude,
But
we've
I'll
got
tell you, like dove hunting with a dog is almost useless because they have no scent. Doves are fairly scentless. Yeah.
One of the guys, he brought his dog, so he was going out there and fishing the doves up for
He's
him.
getting them out. Mostly you just want a retriever that'll go get the dead dove.
They
Yeah,
have to see it though because they can't smell. So I used to have my old lab Woody was a trained hunting dog. He was a senior hunter, hunt tests. Great
Wow.
nose. Yeah, amazing. I miss him so much. He was such a good dog. But I took him dove hunting a couple times. If he didn't see it, you had to go find it because he's trying to use his nose, and they just do not have much scent compared to a duck. Like a duck, goose, he'll fucking lead foot it.
You'll smell them.
Yeah.
But a dove, it's like
They see them hit the ground and then.
Yeah, if they see it, they mark it well, they'll find it. But sometimes a dove, they can't even tell which one you shot because they're going, all over.
Yeah.
You were actually talking about living out in the country. Where I live right now, I've got cows right over here. I've got sheep over there. And then we also have quail.
You're
We
not
have
lonely then.
thousands of quail.
That's good eating there.
Oh, I love quail's better than
good.
dove. Quail's
Now,
better than
quail's
dove.
good. My cousin, he used to breed German short hairs, and they're good quail dogs.
Yeah, they are.
Mine is not.
Yeah.
I have a German short haired dog, and she ain't. She's out looking for squirrels.
Squirrel.
Come on.
Hey, my basset hound is supposed to be a rabbit dog, and she could give two shits. She just likes to smell her shit.
Man, I had the best beagle rabbit dog. I had a little 13-inch beagle.
I'm sorry, Jersey. I love you.
And
She looked
she'd circle a rabbit back around right in front of you, man. You just boom. Bye, rabbit.
Cooper, my chocolate lab, he looks you in the eye, and you swear to God you're looking out the back of his head. There is nothing. I'm pretty sure he was inbred.
Them labs are great dogs, though.
He's super sweet, super nice. Well, I mean, he scares people because he barks when he doesn't recognize you, and his hair sticks up, even though he would never bite. His hair sticks up on his back, so it freaks people out.
Yeah.
But dude, he is dumb as a box of rocks. I'm telling you right now. For a lab, he's the dumbest lab I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we've got a fox out here. The fox almost came in our back door the other day. We had it open to get the breeze, and he walked up to the door, and he was looking around inside. And I was all, "Come here, buddy, come here!" And he's all, "Boom, gone."
Dude, I'm telling you right now, foxes look nice.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not fucking nice.
They'll nip the shit out of you,
dude. They will eat the shit out of your. Well, maybe not your dog. I'll tell you, coyotes are mean bastards.
Dude,
they are. They will kill your fucking cats. I have lost.
Dude, they'll kill your
cats
German Shepherd.
Coyotes.
Yeah, they'll kill whatever.
Oh yeah,
like they fight to die. Like
that's why people around here, when they've got farm animals and pens and stuff, they'll put a jackass out there, a donkey.
Yeah, donkeys.
They don't fuck with
donkeys are fucking badass, man. They will fight
Jeff.
A good alert for. There are people around here who have peacocks for just that reason, for the foxes and the coyotes. Because
peacock is the title of my sex tape.
Is it?
It's your OnlyFans page?
Yeah. So yeah, peacocks and they're
this is a family show.
Yeah.
No, we lured you in with that thought.
A dysfunctional family show.
All right, fellas, I better get out of here.
All right.
See you, Mark.
Peace, love, and
Good, Mark.
Hey,
Bye, Mark.
Jeffrey Whack does not work tomorrow, Darrell. I know for a fact.
Nice.
Now, he might be traveling because he's never fucking home anymore. But, oh yeah, Great Pyrenees. They're great for not just coyotes, but they're also great for mountain lions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Great Pyrenees are.
Those big white dogs, like you just put them in the pasture. Mountain lions, stay away.
I have a friend who has 3 Rhodesian Ridgebacks, and they'll go after mountain lions too.
Oh yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen those videos of greyhounds? And it's like a greyhound wolf mutt running down coyotes.
Dude, I have a friend in California. I have a friend who lives in Orange County. He has greyhound pit bull crosses, and he uses those to bring down boar. He goes Russian boar hunting, and he'll send like 3 out, and they'll have the thing by its snout by the time he gets there with his gun.
Oh,
Dude, it's crazy. I watched those videos one time. My cousin loves to hunt mountain lion and everything, and he sent me a link, and it was these greyhounds chasing down coyotes, and they're so fast that a coyote doesn't have a chance. And it's there's like 5 or 6 of them, and they can get in and out biting the coyote before the coyote, like they're not just taking the coyote on.
Yeah.
Right? It's like this, death by 1,000 nips, and it's the most brutal thing I've seen.
Oh wow.
What is this? You don't have to work any day, Rick. Must be a good life. What are you drinking, Rusty?
I'm not. So I'm out right now. And if I
What?
get up, go get anything, my wife will freaking wake up and beat me with something. So
Well, that
drinking
won't be the
right
third time.
Wow, that sounds like a fun
Hey.
relationship.
Livewire does not want to create divorce.
That's right.
No.
Oh, it's violent beating. It's not fun beating. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's not meat beating.
No, it's not.
So I just got done.
It's bordering on criminal and domestic violence, but we won't go there.
Domestic violence is not condoned on Livewire Whiskey.
You are a police officer. You know women can't commit domestic violence. They're always the victim.
Old Dominic Bonded was
Not.
the last thing I was drinking, and it's freaking good. But
They sure start crying when you lock them up for it, though.
Yep, I bet.
I may
Mr.
try to go
Annexer,
sneak
how are you
something
this
in a
evening?
minute. I don't. I'm trying to. Yeah.
All right. Now I'm doing this one.
Oh yeah, that rum cask. That's the one.
Pee break. Who's got to go? Oh, just kidding. That was a Goonies reference. I'll be right back.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Well, since you
Okay,
guys have
so,
everything
you know
under
what?
control,
I
I'm gonna
think I'm
pop
gonna
off.
do
I'll
the
lurk
same.
for a bit here in the background, and
All right.
but
All
you
right,
all
Anthony. Enjoy your stay out there.
T-Rob, don't be
I'll
a
be right back.
stranger.
Anthony,
Joe,
get
good to see you as always.
Anthony,
Darrell,
get back on so I can talk to you about scotch.
hey, you never know where I'll turn up, but I can almost
You never know.
guarantee you next Sunday for sure. And
Well,
you never know what might happen tomorrow.
you got my number. If you get on,
Yeah.
just text me and say I'm getting
I
on
will.
tonight, and
I
I'll
will.
be there.
Okay. I'll let you know, brother. I appreciate it, and
Because I'm
keep
getting
sending me them pics.
crazier about scotch. I'm becoming a real scotch fan.
It's so easy to do, and then you know what? One night, me and you, we're gonna get on with Darrell, and we're gonna teach him how to come to the light.
And
Yeah.
me too, because I'm not a big
Darrell,
Scotch guy
that
either.
man brought me to the light. He taught me how to taste scotch for the first time.
I know how to taste it.
No.
You don't like any scotches?
No, I love scotch. I just don't like peated scotch.
Oh well,
I don't either. Yeah.
See?
You'll get there. You'll get there.
You know,
I don't know if
he's
I'm
never
gonna
been
get there.
Gunderstruck.
Before you know it, you'll be drinking an Octomore 14.3.
Oh, jeez.
Or
Hey,
a
if
new
I
doll.
can do that, that's like the Ascension. Okay.
Right.
If I can do that with him. Holy smokes.
Yeah, because I used to tell him that scotch sucked. It was Band-Aids and salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Band-Aids and salt. And now
You
when I
just-
drink a Lafroig now, I taste lox from lox and bagels. I could drink it for breakfast now. I don't, but I could.
I'm telling you what, it is transcending. Once you get the taste and you understand it, the peat is more just there.
Yeah,
but the
you and
sweet
McDonald
notes,
both brought me to the light.
I'm telling you what, it is something, that is for sure. All right, guys, you all have a good evening. Mike's back now. He's in charge. You all
Cheers,
have a
Anthony.
great night. Cheers, everybody.
Later, Anthony.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah, I used to hate peated scotches. I thought they were just Band-Aids and hatred.
Oh God, I like Pete. I can't drink it every night, all night though. It got down to 70 degrees with the breeze, and I'm like, dude, all of a sudden I'm fucking cold.
It's supposed to be nice here this week.
I had to
It's supposed
put
be
my
going like
extra large sweatshirt on.
high in the
Good for
high
you.
of the- in the 70s.
All right, guys. So I'm fixing the bottle kill.
All right. Oh.
Fixing the bottle kill. I don't even know. I don't even know which one this is.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say down there on the label.
Maybe I can't see. I can't.
Oh,
see.
okay.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't know which one this is. I think it's 22A.
That's the one, man. Right now, that's the one.
So I'm fixing to. Here it is. Here it goes. Right here. There it is.
Yeah, buddy.
Man.
Yeah, I've been trying to hide my last quarter bottle so I don't drink it. God, it's so good.
So
Get him, Mike.
bottle, yeah, I'm bottle
There you
killing
go.
it right now for you guys
Nice.
because why not?
Why not?
I met a Scotch drinker on Saturday, and he has 2 dogs named Petey and Smokey.
Hey, your mic is super quiet for me anyway, Rusty.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let
I
me,
don't know if it is for everybody else, but
He's
you
a
know
little
who's
quiet.
really Mike is really quiet is Darrell. He hasn't.
Well,
His mic hasn't made
yeah,
noise all
Catching
night.
up on
yeah, he doesn't talk really.
I was doing some stuff. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's all right. You're way more important. Hey, are you still doing poker,
No, not really.
dude?
So look at the cork on this thing.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's samurai.
Oh, is he World of Whiskey? Oh God, no.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
Chug
likes
Lofe.
that. Nobody likes that, T-Rob. Nobody likes it. Okay, there you go. Yeah,
Other than he not
nobody
even
likes
flexing and his muscles are bigger than my legs.
it. Well, so he does have big muscles, but his taste is no.
Well, this was a present. So
What is that? What was it?
this is a Bardstown 7-year straight bourbon finished in Japanese Mizunara oak.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, wow, that might be a good thing then.
Yeah, see, yeah.
It's kind of weird. I mean, it's I like it. It's that's the first time I'd ever had anything in Mizunara, and
So
it's
yeah,
got something in it that was a little weird.
yeah.
I
So
couldn't describe it.
in my video, actually Mizunara, I bought some wood chips and I put it in
Yeah.
101 Wild Turkey. It
Uh-huh.
won. It won. It was
Wow.
clearly, yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. It was really freaking good.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
a question I want to ask. Has anybody seen some? I saw a thing that said that Wild Turkey 12 is going to be a U.S. release soon. Was that just a joke?
I hope so. Well, I hope
Are they going to start releasing the one that they sell in Japan?
I wish they would.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like anything wild turkey.
Me too.
So Darrell, what have you had lately that you're like, dude, this was really good?
Four
Is that New England Barrel?
Oh, what is
Yeah.
that? What is that? New England.
New England Barrel Company.
Barrel Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I've seen some of their stuff.
that is just on a different level.
Yeah.
And
Really?
yeah.
Nice.
It's 11 and a half year MGP rye.
Ooh.
How much is it?
It was 114.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, that's too,
No.
that's too much.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a single barrel from a Massachusetts like liquor store that
Yep.
dropped this past week, and it's just freaking.
18 seconds left, 20 to 20. Sorry for interrupting, Darrell.
No, you're fine.
18
probably got
seconds
that
left,
overtime.
20 to 20. They're about 5 yards from the kicker's longest field goal ever.
Yeah.
They who?
USC.
USC.
Let's go USC. Beat the Tigers.
They just went offside. They're gonna back up another 5.
Oh,
Great.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I hate USC so bad. I want to kick him in the dick.
What did they do to you?
I hate.
Just right
If
in
it-
the dude.
If there is anything like where'd Joe go, by the way? He just dipped.
Yeah.
Anything Los Angeles. Los Angeles
Yeah.
sucks. Fucking
There
hate
you
it.
go.
Dude, I had on my Mahomes jersey the other day, and this guy goes, "Mahomes suck." I said, "Oh, so he did something to your team?"
I just gotta say, which is not to be a surprise to any of you guys, this fucking stag is amazing.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's
That's why-
fucking amazing,
Oh, it
dude.
is, dude. That
Holy shit, man.
all that stack.
That's why I'm hiding. That's why I'm hiding mine, because I paid way too much for it. Way too much.
All right, so this new laptop, just as an update. Fuck.
So USC just completed a 40-yard
Oh
pass.
shit! Yeah,
in
they're
in
dude. It's
field goal
over.
range.
SC's gonna
Yeah.
win. They're
Yeah.
and there's a flag.
probably going to be targeting.
Yeah, that's gonna. That was head to head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's going to be another 15 yards.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And it was already
That's
inside the 20, so it'll be
That's
half
going to
the
be a
distance.
chip
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
a 10. It'll
That's
be
it.
10 yards. It'll be a chip shot.
Hopefully, he's like a normal Southern Californian and he fucks up and misses the field goal.
Maybe he's originally from Buffalo. It'll be wide right.
So the battery on this, after 3 hours of running videos before the stream and then the stream, I'm still at 68%
Nice.
after 3
That's a
hours.
good battery life there.
This Windows laptop runs Snapdragon 10 processor,
Oh, wow.
which I've already, in the short time I've had it, realized there's a few things that are kind of challenging with this because it's an ARM processor and not Intel.
Uh-huh.
And so like some applications, like my NordVPN, I have to do it through the browser. I can't install the app.
Oh, really?
I've got a.
But that's okay because StreamYard goes through the plugin for Chrome, which still uses the VPN.
There you go.
I really prefer to use the VPN when I'm streaming.
Right.
Just so nobody like can, although I don't think I even have it on right now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've got an ASUS computer, and if I take it off plug-in, I'm done. I'm done in 45 minutes.
I got one of those I've had for years. It's a spare now, and it's like that. If I unplug it, I'm lucky if it lasts 15 minutes.
Mine's a high-speed gaming computer because I like the processing speed and I play games. So
yeah, Intel and AMD, a couple hours is all you're going to get.
Tops. Yeah, but like playing Counter-Strike on this computer is really cool.
Although my other one, the computer that I'm watching the game on, is still at, so this is basically the same time. It's at 40%, but it's just doing video, nothing else, just watching it.
And is it a what kind of processor is it?
That is i7 Intel.
Yeah, mine's an i9.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I got the AMD processor in my laptop.
I prefer AMD in general, just because, like my PC, my home PC. So AMD processors are faster single thread, but Intel does better multi-thread.
Right. I got the AMD Athlon Gold, whatever that is. But when I got this laptop, I ordered it through. I got a company employee discount through the company, but I added a lot of stuff to it. I basically custom built it, and still got it cheaper for what I could buy off the shelf or at Best Buy or Walmart.
Yeah, my home PC, I always build my home PCs.
Yeah.
The two most expensive things are the CPU and the GPU.
And
I just got a new GPU and gave Logan my old one so that he could play his shit. But I give him my hand-me-downs. He doesn't just get something for nothing.
There you go.
So I bought myself a new graphics card and then gave him my old one, which is still better than his was.
Yeah, right.
I just don't want to spoil him like I do Jersey.
Oh, that's it. It's over. Touchdown.
Wow.
They just ran it 20 yards right up the gut.
Dude, that's an upset because that was 13 LSU versus 23 SC.
Yeah.
God, I hate USC so bad.
I'm sorry, it was a 13-yard run, but
Ever
it was right
since
up the
Reggie
gut.
Bush and fucktard Matt Leinart were there, I fucking hate
Matt Leinart. Oh my God. See, I just
like
anytime
you
know they're playing in Las Vegas, so there's a ton of California fans.
Yeah, no, it's all California.
Yeah.
Dude, that Vegas stadium is Arrowhead West. There are more red jerseys when we play against the Raiders than there are black jerseys.
That's always, dude. Like Chargers and Raiders now that way. Same thing when you play the Chargers. There's more opposing
That's-
team than Charger fans.
See, I think it was a bad idea for the Raiders
Yeah.
to move to Vegas because it's easy for fans of other teams to get a cheap flight there, a cheap hotel room, and then they just buy their tickets and they just kill the Raiders on sound.
yeah.
I mean, when Chiefs
Yep.
fans get there, it's like we're playing at home.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mr. Mom, I just got the NVIDIA. I don't know. It was like $300, and it's amazing how much better it was than the one I had
Oh, wow.
before.
And they built that stadium, and somebody finally won a Super Bowl in it.
That's the way it is around here. You can go down to the beach, down to Myrtle Beach, and you would think it was Pittsburgh on
Really?
a damn Sunday afternoon, dude. It's crazy.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
There's so many damn Pittsburgh fans down there at the beach.
Pittsburgh fans, the only thing worse than the Pittsburgh fans are Charger fans.
Oh,
Dude, I lived in San Diego when they were still in San Diego, and like
Yeah.
they're like 3-13. You can't find a Chargers fan. All of a sudden, they were like, 8-2, and it was
Yeah.
like everybody has a flag in their window and fucking bumper stickers.
dude! Last year,
Bandwagon.
I think last year they went undefeated in the preseason. All of a sudden, they were Super Bowl champions. They were going to win the
dude.
Super Bowl.
There you go.
I don't know what they do with quarterbacks. They have quarterbacks that look so amazing, but just can't fucking win.
Right.
Like
Well, they got
Justin Herbert looks ridiculous. Like he looks like he should be the fucking next Mahomes.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got all the skills of Mahomes.
He does.
He just can't win it. Like there's something that quarterbacks have that makes them a winner, right? It like Phillip Rivers threw for tons of yards. Everybody's like Hall of Fame.
Couldn't
Hall
win.
of Fame. And I'm like, dude, you're not a Hall of Fame if you can't win. Like it's like you can throw for 1,000.
I mean, look at Dan Marino. You know,
But he's a
Dan,
Hall of Famer.
you know.
Marino's a Hall of
Yeah,
Famer.
I agree. Like, and Marino threw for all those yards when it wasn't a passing game.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, and that's
Yeah.
it. But the other problem is that the Miami Dolphins didn't do anything to support Dan Marino. They didn't put
No,
anybody
no.
around him. This guy
Other
went
than receivers, he did have like some of the best receivers in the league at the time he was there, but he had nothing else.
nothing
Yeah,
else.
but when you're constantly being blown out of the pocket, 'cause of
Right,
the,
constantly
your offensive
harassed,
line,
constantly
yeah,
harassed by defenses.
Yeah.
If they didn't
Everybody thought he was going to have multiple Super Bowls. Fucking
and not one.
the first year there, he lost the Super Bowl to Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck USC. I hate you more than I hate that stupid bitch at work.
Do you have a new job?
No.
Oh, because
Fuck. I need a new job, guys. Like
The last
I'll
time we
work-
talked, Mike, you had 2 interviews.
didn't get them.
Either
There were like 15 fucking internal candidates for those interviews.
oh, you can't win that one.
I mean, you can, like somebody won it. It just wasn't me.
No, it was somebody
Right.
internal. It was
Yeah.
somebody everybody
It
knew.
was somebody else. Yeah. No, I'm internal also, but it
Oh.
was,
But it was somebody that kissed more ass.
yeah. Well, so no, they are good. Like I don't
Okay.
want to minimize
Right.
what they are, but
Disparage them. Yeah.
the problem that I have at this company to try to move anywhere internally is I started during COVID.
Right.
So like I still to this day have never been to one of our corporate offices. I've been here over 4 years. Right? Normally you do new hire training. They fly you to the corporate office,
Yeah.
right? You do, we had other things. So I like
Right.
there are people that have been here 7, 8, 9 years that were going for the same job that were here
Whoa.
prior to COVID that had way more contact and influence
Right.
in the company and are, let's just say, equal, right? They're just as
Yeah.
good. So
Right.
they have the connections. They're just as good
Yeah.
or better. They deserve it. I don't want to take away from somebody winning something that they deserve.
Yeah. Oh no. That's
Yeah,
pretty
but
bad though when you've got.
But
it's
if you
pretty
know
bad
you're
when you've
better,
got
if you know you're
15
better, it's
people
okay.
internally going
Yeah.
for one job.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I'm just as good as
Right.
the ones that won it, but it was just they did a better job. Like
When
any
I
Just
other-
of your day.
better
Yeah.
job.
When I first went to work for the Public Defender Department in New Mexico, I started as a PD1. Within 4 weeks, I was a PD2, and within 3 months, I was a PD3 because I loved going to trial. I
What's
didn't
a PP3?
PD, Public Defender 3.
Yeah, just a different level.
Right, just different level. But I started,
Hierarchy,
and people
yeah.
were pissed. People were pissed that I'd only been there for like 3 months and I was already a PD3. But
topped out.
my first 5 trials, I walked every defendant. I had 5 jury trials in 5 days, and everybody went home innocent.
Wow. Nice.
Which sucked because there's only one way after that, and that's down.
Yeah, you're like, I lose one time. My
you know you're gonna lose some, so yeah, you know.
Yeah, and I was like, I was way high after that Friday trial. I actually got a directed verdict.
Are you serious,
nice.
Clark?
So I came back, and I was on cloud 9, and one of my coworkers, this older woman, she's all, "You're awful arrogant, aren't you?" I said, "You say that like it's a bad thing."
Yeah. Hey, Rusty, are you awake?
No. I'm not throwing stones though. I lived in that glass house for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
I lived in that glass house for a very long time.
Yeah, but he's only been here for like 20 minutes.
I would fall asleep. I'd fall asleep in that big yellow chair every single time I was on.
Earlier today, so yeah.
But I've learned to regulate. This is my 3rd glass, and the whole time I've been on here.
Yeah, you got to take it easy, man.
It used to be.
Take it easy.
Yeah. I think he was looking for something. I'm trading spots with you, Darrell, so I don't put shit over your face like I do mine.
See, that's the one thing I kind of don't like about this talk studio is it cuts everybody off at the bottom.
Yeah, it's like I'll say like you have a lot of things. Like I can go in and do like you want. Let's see, what can I do? Oh, hey, it's Christmas. Hey, woo!
Hey, woo.
You know, it's snowing outside. Hey. Or just like colors.
Colors.
Yeah.
Wear the wrong colored rag.
Hey, it's fall. Look, it's almost fall outside.
Almost fall. There we go.
But like there are like downsides. So this is the same price as StreamYard that only has 10 people and nobody in the background. Whereas this can do 15 plus 2.
Right.
Right, for the same price. And you get some,
and go ahead. I was gonna say when you went to it doing the test earlier this year, there were some nights where we had 14 and 15 people on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's nice when you get to that level. I mean, there's only 4 of us right now, but but StreamYard has a little bit, some of the stuff that's a little more refined. If you're not sharing something, it lifts the people up so that you're not putting it right over top.
John Cloud, I will agree with you. I will agree with you.
I was getting to say.
I will agree with you. If you came on and you've been drinking all night, that's why I hide my stag. I don't want to drink it. I've got a quarter bottle left, and
I just wish I could find a stag.
Dude, I paid.
Dude, I feel like Rusty shouldn't have drank that much stag.
I paid such an embarrassing amount for my stag. I'll never tell any of you what I paid for it because it's the first bottle. No, I actually had a bottle. I had a bottle of 17. And I had an electrical fire in my kitchen. And when I went to go put the fire out, I knocked the 17. It was unsealed. I knocked it onto the floor and it shattered.
Oh, my gosh.
I tried so hard to stop it with my foot and I missed it.
And then it sliced your foot.
And that's weird because that's a heavy bottle. I mean,
yeah.
Dude, it's the closest I've come to crying over spilled milk in my entire life.
I would do the Oloroso sherry cask finish, whatever that shale dag is.
My uncle has quit drinking. He used to be a serious alcoholic, and so he called me up. He said, "I've got a bottle of Stag Junior. Do you want it?" I said, "Put that shit in the mail right now." I said, "Put a couple of boxes of Red Hots in it."
You got to play it cooler than that.
Huh?
If you do that with my family, they'd be like, "Do you want it?" And I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, send it over right now." They'll be like, so it's worth something to you.
Oh gosh.
God.
Oh no.
They wouldn't do that.
No.
So
trying to hold hostage.
So I've been reading about smoke eye. I can't find it around here. Is it really that good? Is it really a stag killer?
No.
No.
So Fred didn't claim it was a stag killer. He claimed it was a GTS killer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's good.
No,
it ain't nothing. This is nothing like stag to me.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
it's
George
good, but it is nothing like stag.
Yeah, it was good. So last week Randy was here. He popped by. He's my neighbor.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and he brought it, and I was like, it's really good. Like it's good. It's not expensive. It's like $90, $80, whatever it is. But yeah, it was not George T. Stag.
No.
Like George T. Stag is good. Like even
George
the ones
T.
that
Stag's
aren't as good are still good.
I mean, I don't think George T. Stag's as good as William LaRue Weller, but
I mean,
I think
it depends
WLW.
on if you like weeders, right?
And I do, but I just WLW is for me the best bourbon I've ever had.
I don't know if I've even ever tried a WLW.
Oh
I
my
don't know that
God.
I've ever even had a sample.
It's so good.
And it was good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I imagine it's really good. I don't think I've ever had one.
It is very good.
150 out the door. Would you pay one? I would pay 150 for a stag out the door.
Depending on the batch, I would. If I could find a 23C.
So you all think that that's a reasonable price?
Like, I mean,
no,
do you
it's
think
not
it's
a reasonable
better
price,
than?
but
Do you think it's like that's what you pay for this now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm not quite as embarrassed as I thought I was.
No, man.
No, everybody has a small.
Everything's expensive now. You can't hardly get a good bottle.
Actually, though, there's and I always miss out on it because I don't live in El Paso. They had a bunch at the Total Wine that they were selling for $59.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Stag.
the
They were
thing
selling for
about
$59.
stag and all the allocated stuff.
Good God.
If I could get it in North Carolina, it's fine because they're MSRP. But it's just finding when they drop it. They don't tell you anything. It's just in there that day it's there, you can get it. If it's not,
I feel like if it's a good bottle of whiskey, 150 is not outrageous.
Oh no.
Okay.
Right. So something like a Stag or a Bardstown Discovery.
Now the guy that I got it from, I shop at his place a lot, and I buy a lot of stuff from him. Like he had the Old Forester barrel proof because he's on that. He's in the Old Forester group, so he got that. And so I bought some stuff from him in the past, and he's all, "I'll give you a deal on this."
Are you fucking kidding me, Ed?
$47.
I would buy them all.
I know. I would.
There'd be nothing left on the shelf. Nothing.
So let me ask you guys this: what is your opinion on buying hard to find bottles that you'll find on secondary, not opening them and reselling them for that close to secondary, or trading them for something that you really want?
See, I'm good with trading.
I'm good with trading. Yeah,
I'm good with bartering.
I'm good with trading.
I was wondering where the fuck this guy was.
Secondary stuff is. Look at that.
Look, Jim, I've only sold a bottle one time, and the only reason I did it was because I was able to buy two, and I sold the one bottle for more than what I paid for both of the other bottles. For the two combined.
I want a Blanton's on Sean.
I had somebody come to me and offer. I didn't put it out there.
So let me ask you this: what if instead of just being a straight up trade, like let's say you have these 5 bottles for a King of Kentucky. I'm just making this up, right? You want a King of Kentucky. You've got these 5 bottles. They don't want to trade for 5 different bottles when they have a King of Kentucky,
right?
But they want what you could sell those 5 bottles for the King of Kentucky.
Nah.
I've done it a million times, so
okay.
I've sold so much stuff.
I mean, if you can sell the bottles and you're good with you gotta make it make sense in your head.
Yeah.
If you can justify selling the 5 bottles and then getting what you want,
Because I feel like is that any different than just trading for the bottles, right? Like
that's true.
I mean,
that's true.
Really.
If you traded, if you traded for the bottles, you'd have done the same thing.
I mean, I thought about that too. I've got a couple bottles in my cabinet down here that I got that I could really care less if I drink them or not, and they're worth a little bit of money. But I've thought about getting rid of these and getting something I want.
Yeah, like you could go get a Four Roses LE for those 3 bottles that you're never going to open.
Yeah.
Right. And
I do that.
go, I mean, granted, there's the legality of it, and there are ways of selling it legally and all that stuff. But whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a po-po. So, but yeah, I was wondering. So
crooked ass cops.
Yeah, fucking po-po trying to fuck it up for everybody.
No,
I
know
was
that.
wondering what your thoughts were, because I feel like, it's like whatever, to each their own. Like, yeah, it sucks that you bought a bottle that I can't buy, and now if I want it, I got to pay more for it from you. But on the other hand, it's like, I don't put so much work in it that I deserve that bottle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to pay extra for a bottle I really want, so I don't have to go hunt.
I won just an ordinary Blanton's on Sean's show one night, and I got it, and there was this guy that had a King Ranch, and the King Ranch sold out here so fast.
Yeah.
And I put on there, I showed it, and I said, if anybody wants to trade something, let me know. And he's all, I got a King Ranch. I said, we're done. I'll meet you. I will meet you. Because that was a good bottle. God, that was a good bottle.
Go.
Yeah. Ed, I think if you see another one of those stags at Costco, just know I want it. You just buy it.
Absolutely.
I'll buy it from you.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm
That's
good
right.
for it, buddy. I'm good for it.
Absolutely.
What are you drinking, Jimbo?
I decided to start with.
He's drinking that space shuttle bottle.
Jesus, it's 11:30 and you're starting.
Is that the 10? No.
Are you napping? Were you napping, Jim?
Nope, I just got home.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Isn't there a Tin Cup 14 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
It's the same proof, but
what proof?
Yeah,
what
when
proof
you go to Stranahan's, you actually see them bottling Tin Cup.
it's 86 or no 84. Yeah, 84.
God, what a waste.
All of those tin cups are 84.
What a waste.
I know.
Yeah, I wish they did them higher proof.
I mean, they're good, but yeah, if they would do them, bump them up to around 100,
But isn't it just MGP? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's
got
14-year MGP.
That's not true.
A lot of spring water in it, though.
Not all MGPs are created equally.
No, I'm just saying, like, you'll find 14-year MGP. It's going to be more expensive than that Tin Cup, but
yeah, but sometimes, like Darrell, he has that MGP it was a store pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, you get one of those, that's worth its weight.
Oh yeah.
I would say that one.
So looks like Burton got to meet Bourbon last week.
Yeah.
I would do some
they were
dirty
in
things for that
Tennessee.
bottle. Dude, Burton's been drunk all night, for the record.
Shit.
He would do. Did he just
Great.
admit that he would do dirty shit to Bourbon for a Four Roses LE?
Oh shoot.
Oh shit, Tim Evans. What's up,
What's
buddy?
up, Tim Evans? Cheers, man.
Damn.
I fucking love that guy, Tim Evans. He's a good dude.
He's good dude, man.
He's a good dude. He brought all that shit into our room in Michigan last year. It was good, except for the fucking Malort barrel aged.
Don't you hate you missed that?
I did not deserve that. Holy shit!
When was? This was.
That was last year.
From Malaysia? Are you serious?
Dude, he spent the last 2 weeks in Hong Kong, I think, or some shit.
Oh wow!
I knew we
And a
were
week in the Philippines in between.
Okay.
That was personal,
Not
Mama Son.
Thailand.
Exactly.
That was for fun.
Malaysia. What are you doing out there?
Yeah, he's working, dude. He's doing
Wow,
good.
man, that's crazy.
All right. So the only things I have out here are Cooper's Craft, E.H. Taylor, and Stranahan's Barrel Proof. What should I have? Stranahan's okay.
You were stuck on that Stranahan's
I'll pour
tonight.
this whiskey. I don't know what the proof on it is. I just know it's a single barrel.
What is
Single
that?
barrel's the way it goes.
That's
buddy.
a strain.
Oh,
Stranahan's.
okay. Yeah.
All I got is a little bit of wild turkey left.
Oh, look at you. If you bottle chug that, you'll have a good Monday.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
But make sure you flex while you do it.
2018 vintage.
Oh, that's the paper 2018. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh Jesus, T-Rob.
I forgot this was a liter bottle.
Oh Jesus.
Whoops.
That's gonna be a short. And we're gonna want to see you tomorrow morning after that one.
Yeah, I forgot these were liter bottles and not 750s. Good Lord.
I would totally love to hang out with Bonnie.
Bonnie's good.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, aren't you guys curious as to the person that could actually put up with Ben like that?
Yeah.
He's like
Come
the
on.
opposite of him, dude. Like we've had numerous.
What the fuck, T-Rob?
I'm just saying. Oh, what's up, Sean? Cheers, dude.
You're still in Mexico.
Someday.
Bonnie is awesome. Yeah, she's super
Yep.
nice.
I hope.
God, dude, if you want somebody to pass out on your stream, just invite Rusty.
It used to be me. I used to threes out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still have the T-shirt.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I was the king of it. That's why I won't throw stones at Rusty, because I would fall asleep in that big yellow chair because it was
you
a
would get in
down.
that recliner.
Those
If you were ever in that recliner, that was
It wasn't even a recliner. It was this big ass chair that had ducked down. Everything inside it was ducked down.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I'd sit in it, and it would just swallow me up with big old sleepy monster arms, and I just go to sleep.
Dude, I used to talk to Adam on Mondays after Livewire, and just some of the fucking stories he would tell me, because he didn't go halfway. Before Roxy, like, he was all in. Bottle chugging. And
Yeah,
all that.
yeah. He and I were always competing for which one of us would pass out first.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
dude, that time he told me he fell asleep with the fucking shower on all night long. He's like, I woke up, like, everything in the bathroom was soaked.
Oh my God.
He turned on the shower, laid down, waiting for it to get hot, and didn't wake up until the morning.
Dude, I one time did an illegal substance. It was a psychotropic or psychoactive substance. It was LSD. And I got in the shower, and I ended up watching water drops come out of the shower for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, those mushrooms will fuck you.
Until my friend came and shook me out of it. And when he did, it was ice cold water. It was so cold. What's that?
This is the Jim Beam lineage that Shane found in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
What? Oh man.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's 70 centiliters.
That's 700. That's a 700 ml bottle.
700 milliliter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
just
was
didn't
just
know.
reading the label. I can do.
You're an
fucking-
American. I wasn't sure if you
I
understood.
can do
metric
base
system
10
nowadays.
math.
I didn't. You're an American. I wasn't sure if you understood the metric
Like,
system.
I can do base 10 math, Eric. I'm just
Okay. Okay. Just checking.
I gotta find out how much, Shane.
You know, we weren't sure if you were up with the metric system or not. So.
This is America. We were supposed
Hey,
to have gone to the metric
I'm just
system in
saying, if
1980.
anybody understands Common Core, it's me. I'm telling you right now, like,
Hey.
I tried to teach Logan Common Core and I didn't fucking understand it. But when I do math in my head, it's based on what they try to teach Common Core.
And I talked to a mathematician. And he said it actually teaches you how to actually compute math.
Yeah, it's
not
how to
just-
visualize it. It's more visual. Yeah,
You
it's more
don't
visual.
you don't just memorize math. It teaches you how to do math.
There you go. When I was at my granddaughter's last weekend, she was having she's in the 8th grade. She's having trouble. She's doing fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. But not only do you have to put the right answer down, you have to put how you got there.
How you got there.
And I'm like, she's like, I'm trying to help her with it. She's like, well, how are you doing that? I said, I'm doing it in my head.
Yeah.
But she said, but I got to put down how I did it down here. And then you look at the examples that they give you, and it's all the square. You got to divide and the square root and all this crap. I'm like, you
Yeah.
don't need
So
that crap.
if you look at Common Core, right?
You're never gonna be in a job unless you're a physicist or a math teacher where you got to know what the square root of something is.
Right.
I'm just saying, I do math all the time, and it's
Yeah.
finance math, so it's not like
It's decimal
Darrell's
point.
kind of math, but
Yeah.
where he's like
My
counting
kind of
cards and shit. But it's I do math like I'm percentages and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But it's more estimation math than like
Right.
specific. Like
And I
if
can
want
do
to know
that.
what,
I'm really good at
yeah.
percentages.
Like if I need to
and
know
statistics and
18%,
things like that.
if I want to know 18% of something, it's super easy, right? Like
Right.
at least within a percent or two, right? Like I may not be,
It's
at
roughly a
43
fifth.
cents.
It's a fifth,
Yeah.
Give
But
or take two.
but it the whole base 10 principle of Common Core math, where they're teaching you like the blocks of math and how you visualize it. That is exactly how I do it in my head. But when I tried to teach Logan how to do it, like, now granted, you had to know your multiplication tables, which Logan never learned.
Right.
Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, it was very difficult to instruct that way. But I do think that like once you understand it, it's easier to do it in your head that way.
Yeah, I was always I did fine in general math and algebra. I did good in statistics and geometry because they're rules, and I'm a rule guy. If you got
Process.
this and this, yeah.
Yeah.
When
Here's
you
the
get
steps.
when
do
you
the
get to
fucking
that
steps, and there's the
calculus
answer.
and all that and trig, it just goes right over my head.
Calculus, trigonometry. I'm like, nope.
No,
I'm
Get
gonna be
in
a
here,
lawyer.
Jonathan.
I'm going to be a lawyer. If I need to do that, I'll hire somebody who knows how to do it. That's what you do. If you're a lawyer, you hire a mathematician.
Have you
Right.
seen this crazy motherfucker, Wade Wilson? Have you seen any of this shit that's going on with this guy?
No, what's going on with him now?
God, I watch too much fucking TikTok and YouTube.
What's Wade Wilson up to?
So do you know who Wade Wilson is, right? He's the guy that
Yes.
killed those 2 women in Florida.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
he told his dad, I ran over her so many times she looked like spaghetti.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Dude, there are chicks and so he breaks down during his freaking sentencing or what when he was found guilty. He like had a freaking fit. But he like gets his face fucking tattoos like the Joker while he's in jail.
Oh my God.
I was watching the guy JD DeLay. He's like, the best thing that could have happened to that guy is getting the death penalty. If he went into Gen Pop, he would be fucked.
Oh yeah.
And they're apparently in Florida, they've already green lighted him. For those of you that don't know what that is,
No, I know what it is. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you get your ass done.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's going to be the princess of Cell Block
Somebody
3.
gets an order and they carry it out. Yeah.
Dude.
But it's because like he has the swastika on his face,
Oh my God.
right? So just that's like the starting piece of shit
That he didn't earn.
Yeah, he didn't earn it.
No.
That's
He's,
even
like,
worse.
throwing
That's even
signs.
worse. Yeah.
Yep. And he has like a guy that he wants to marry.
A guy?
A guy.
Okay. I mean,
Like, and I don't know
yeah.
if that's fake, right? So for the record, like, don't believe anything you watch a video on because it can
Right.
all be faked.
Right.
But there's like a jail call where he's like trying to marry a guy, like saying I want to marry you and all that kind of shit. So again, take it with a grain of salt. So I don't know.
Where's the future in that for the other guy?
Yeah,
No.
like conjugal visit, great. I'll just wait. Who goes first?
Dude, I had this client that he had crazy in Old English letters, KRAZZEE across his forehead. So the first time I go to meet him, I was all, so when you got that tattoo, was that the day you decided you were never going to hold an honest job ever again?
Yeah, never.
Ever. I said,
Cheers,
you
Vic.
Ever. Yeah.
couldn't
Nick,
work at a convenience store.
Yeah.
Jump on here, Vic.
I said, you couldn't work at a convenience store. his dad died, and I got him on a furlough to go to his dad's funeral.
Yeah.
And he skipped. He jumped. The guy who's the guard, the jail guard that was supposed to be watching him, got drunk at the wake, and dude skipped. And the judge.
They let the guy go to the wake.
Yes. So I get to the hearing. They actually have a hearing because they're going to issue a warrant for him. And I told the judge, I said he shouldn't be very hard to find. I said he's got crazy on his forehead.
Just look at the convenience store videotapes in there.
But you know what? He's still out on warrant status. He went to Mexico.
He got across the border.
So get this Wade Wilson guy. He killed his girlfriend and then ran over the lady he didn't even know like 5 times. There are women that are still throwing themselves.
Yes. Yeah.
Lined
absolutely.
up. Yeah. Lined
absolutely.
Up. Yeah.
Absolutely. There were women who weren't members of the Manson family who wanted to be with Charles Manson.
Dude, and the Night Stalker guy, Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
He was nasty looking, and there were chicks all hot for him.
You know what, though? He went to high school in El Paso, Texas, and I talked to a woman who went to high school with him. She said he was one of the finest individuals she had ever seen in her life when he was in high school. She said every girl in high school wanted to date him. I said, it's probably a good thing you didn't. I said his dates didn't usually make it home.
No,
dude, I don't know. And you'll see that Wade Wilson will have something on his TikTok. Somebody will put something up about Wade Wilson. They'll be like, this poor guy got a raw deal in life. And I'm just like, fuck you. My wife got a raw deal in life, and she doesn't sit back being a
douchebag. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here's Wade Wilson and his tattoos. That guy. Look at him without his tattoos, and he's a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, he's a big fucking nerd without those tattoos.
He put a swastika on his face.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I don't even like giving him the time of day.
Yeah.
But
I had a client who told me I was all, God, if I went to prison, I don't know what I'd do. I said, I'm not going to be a member of the Aryan Nation. He says, you got a law degree. He said, nobody's going to fuck with you. He said, you're going to be doing a lot of appellate work.
You're going to be a lot of you're going to
be doing a lot of pro bono appellate work if you ever go to prison. Yeah. He said, nobody's going to fuck with you.
We do Criminals and Cocktails hardcore version, Vic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of cussing and
he was and he was a member of the Mexican Mafia, LMA. And he told me, he said, if you came in, he said, you're from New Mexico. He said, you'd be protected. He said, you'd have a welcome package when you got there. And he said, nobody'd fuck with you because you'd be our lawyer.
Just get on here and talk shit. Don't type shit, talking shit. It's 8:45 there. Your wife's asleep. Just jump in. Yeah, this Wade Wilson shit, it's fucking crazy, and I can't help but watch. It's like watching a train wreck.
Yeah.
Mike, check out Mike Gerber.
He's trying to achieve his 15 minutes of fame, Nice.
Fuck yeah, look at that big old belly on that blade, dude.
Dude, it's a big old leaf blade. It'd be a Skinner, but it's definitely not a defense knife.
You could defend.
Oh, dude, I could stab someone in the arm with that thing.
I'm just gonna say, don't defend with a blade in general. They never.
I've got better knives for that. But I love the shape on it. And check this out. It's got a bamboo insert.
Nice.
It's got a what?
Oh,
a bamboo insert. Yeah. This is bamboo.
Oh,
that's nice.
And I got it for cheap, 4 years ago. Really cheap. Over at a Cabela's.
4 years ago, that's about when Gerber started to make improvements to what they were making.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to have a Gerber Gator back in the day. That son of a bitch was a badass knife.
They
naturally, I lost it at work.
Yeah, they offshored a lot of shit for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Just making it cheaper. And I'll tell you right now, China makes some good fucking knives right now. If you look at they do some, there's some really good expensive knives coming out of China, but the Gerber ones weren't that. They were cheap. And but they're doing American made now on some of their stuff, which is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine has got there's a guy here in town that teaches you how to forge knives, and I really want to do that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Dude, so I went and bought when I was in San Diego before I moved here. Like, I had the knife channel full blown. There's almost to 1,000 subs on it, and
well, you were really a big deal in knives.
Yeah, I was like way up there. It almost.
Oh wow!
Basically the same size as what Livewire is now.
No,
but that was all produced, no live stuff. And I went and got like grinders. I wanted to make some.
You were on Grinder?
Yeah, I got Grinder, and I haven't shit right since. But it was, dude. It is like it's a lot of work doing that.
Yeah,
you have to have attention to detail. I realized I do woodworking, not metalworking.
Dude, I love
both because it makes a fucking mess.
I love watching Forged in Fire.
Oh,
that is
so good, dude.
Those guys are so good, and like I watched one where the final two guys were both from Colorado.
Dude, Shane has a guy. His boss was on Forged in Fire. His new boss.
Yeah.
And so I'm working to get a knife from Shane's new boss. Shane's working to get a knife from his new boss.
Yeah, I got a guy that I work with. He makes custom knives, and he makes some serious knives, man.
I dated a girl in high school whose last name was Luckett, and her dad was the guy.
Was her first name Sherry?
No, he was the guy who built the Rambo knife.
Really?
Rambo knife?
Dude, that original Rambo knife, like in real life, have you seen that shit? It's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's not a full tang. Like it basically.
Right.
It's only like
it clips into a hollow handle.
Yeah, it's a hollow handle. It would break.
Yeah, but this guy also makes really good knives. Full tang, bone, antler, wood. And he made a ton of money.
Dude, like Burton and I talk about fucking knives all the time. I'm trying to get him like, let's do the first Edgy Outdoors fucking
knife.
And he's always like, someday.
But I love watching
the fact that he says that right there. This lets me know that Burton's drunk.
I love Forged in Fire because I love watching them like attack the pig carcasses.
Have you seen it where they shoot the blade with a gun?
No.
Snow House?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some of the original ones they put it up. They put the blade like this and then shot it to see what happens when the bullet hits the blade.
Yeah. Did some of the blades split the round?
Yeah, they all did. None of them.
Oh my god!
I mean, bullets are soft.
And I got something right here.
That's way cool.
Yeah, he like Burton's actually sold me in 1 or 2 knives. I can't remember that he's bought, and he's like, I'll sell them because I don't use it.
You know that
So this is one of the knives my buddy John at work made. Wait, I'm gonna show you the video.
The bottom with the oval.
Oh, does he make kitchen knives?
He makes any kind of knife you want.
Did I get it wrong? Or
Dude,
right?
give him my info, T-Rob, because I'm down to.
He is really good. He's really good, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
he makes all kind of kitchen knives. Yeah.
I didn't realize in the Old West, a lot of the knives guys fought with were actually cook's knives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They'd sharpen them real good. They'd change.
They're basically boning knives.
Yeah, boning knives. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta hop off.
All right.
Hey,
See you,
good to see you, Darrell.
Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Yeah, this is one of the kitchen knives he made.
Good night.
Have a good one, dude.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Like, dude, just like I want to make something like that, but like, I have a CNC, a laser cutter, fucking all this woodworking gear to go down the whole, metalworking path.
Do you ever just buy blanks and then make the knife out of the blanks and then do all that
Here's
stuff?
a kukri.
No, I actually cut them. I bought a portaband saw. Oh yeah, kukri.
Yeah,
that is, dude.
I love fucking kukris, dude. I use a kukri as a camp knife.
when I was in the army, I met this when I was at Fort Gordon, Georgia. The war not the war college, the foreign war whatever they train foreign troops, and I met this Turkish soldier, and he had a kukri. He was a Gurkha, kukri, and he pulled it. And I said, "Wow, that's a really." I said, "Could I see your knife?" And he's all, "Sure." He pulled it out. He showed it to me. I got to look at it. I gave it back to him. You know what he did with it before he put it back in his scabbard?
What?
He cut himself with it.
Oh, geez.
What?
He said, "I'm not allowed to take it out if it doesn't taste blood."
Oh my god!
I was all, "That's dumb."
Dude, so have
dumb.
you used a kukri compared to a machete?
Yes.
I'll be honest. Like the Filipinos, which make the kukri. Kukri is a Filipino blade,
right?
It's a Filipino blade.
Yeah. I mean, that's like. I feel like a kukri is way more effective at multi-purpose tasks than.
Oh yeah.
Dude, a good kukri will cut your arm off halfway between the elbow and the shoulder.
They're weighted so differently.
You swing that bad boy, it'll kill you. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, dude, put him in contact with me.
I will, man.
Because I'm looking for a new custom knife. I want a new fixed blade, and I know Shane is also working to do it.
Nice, I'll do it,
dude. I like knives better than guns. I'm not gonna lie.
I do. Like
guns are a tool. Knives are works of art. If a person knows what they're doing, it's a work of art.
So I bought a new ZT last weekend. Frankie didn't know. We were at the outdoor show.
Dude,
Frankie didn't know. And so it was like $300, right?
So a flip blade?
No, it's ZT. It was a Magna Cut flipper. Yeah, it was a flipper.
It's a flipper. I cannot justify paying that much money for a flip blade. I can't.
Yeah, no, it's I love it. And it was carbon fiber scales. Super lightweight. It was really nice. I can't fucking find it.
What? What?
Dude, I don't lose my knives.
Dude, I know where every knife I own is now.
I don't lose
every
knives.
Single one.
I used to lose them like crazy when I was.
I couldn't help but think Frankie's friend was here this weekend, and I'm like, did she take it? I know she didn't. But I'm like, dude, I don't lose knives. And I'm like, got so fucking pissed because Logan was working on his computer and he started prying with it. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, that's a $300 fucking knife. You don't pry with that $300 Magna Cut blade.
Dude, I love zero tolerance. I also like Spyderco, but there are just too many Spydercos that aren't worth the money they're trying to charge.
Yeah, Spyderco has gotten kind of overpriced. I'm actually if I kind of get the job I'm looking for right now, then I may rejoin the Spyderco Collectors Club because it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and
I will say the less expensive Spydercos are some of my favorite. I
had what's the little one called? It was the teeny tiny one.
The Delica.
And I got
I carry a Delica all the time. It's one of my favorites. It's super light.
That's the one I used to carry on. I had a Delica and I had the police model, which was all stainless.
Dude, the police one is fucking huge too. It's like a goddamn.
It's like a 4.5-inch blade. Yeah, it's crazy.
I buy my flippers are all Gerber and Kershaw, but I'll spend a lot of money on a fixed blade knife.
How you know if a blade is worth money? Ask Shelby. Burton is also a knife guy, for the record.
Oh yeah.
So the blade steel is what makes a knife quality or not.
Right.
Yeah. That's kind of the biggest thing, and it's the most expensive part of it.
Right.
So if you're getting a Chinese type steel, like something that says MOV at the end. Oh, Jim's like, fuck it, knives, I'm out.
I'll be right back.
All right. But if you see something with MOV or, some of those, like you'll see really quick, like, okay, that's why it's less expensive, right? So Gerber has a lot of 8CR13 MOVs.
Right.
Right. And those are 100% okay knives for 90% of what anybody does in this world.
For average workaday knife work, they're
Dude,
fine.
I'll be honest. Like, I'm a knife collector, and I open boxes and letters, right? Like, that's what I use my knife for. I'm not out like digging in dirt with it or any of that shit. Tim, let's talk. I'm just gonna send you a knife, Tim. I'm just gonna send you a pocket knife. You don't even have to buy it. Well, you have to send me like $1. You don't want to do
Right. You don't ever take a knife from somebody. It'll cut your
it
friendship
cuts
in
the
half.
friendship. Yeah, you have to.
It'll
You
cut
have
the
to.
friendship in half.
Yeah.
I gave my best friend for Christmas. I gave him a $400 Bowie knife, and he gave me a quarter for it.
Yep, you got to give a quarter for it or something.
I said you cannot take this from me until you give me a quarter.
I'll trade you a Cooper's Craft 100 for a $300 knife.
Yes.
I have so many that I can send you. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just
But
give
the
something in return.
the steel is what's different. So that 8CR 13 MOV, for example, which is like a lot of Kershaws, a lot of Gerbers, that kind of stuff. They have that. We'll say that quality of steel. They don't last long. So you're going to shave your arm, you're going to open 20 boxes, and then you're going to try to shave your arm hair, and you're going to be like,
And it's
dude,
not going to work.
Cool. But you can sharpen it or strop it, in 5 to 10 minutes.
Right. And it'll shave your arm again.
Yep. And it's back to it. And they get razor sharp. It just doesn't last long.
Right.
You get like the Magna Cut, which is like the new darling steel, and it's great at toughness, how long it lasts. Toughness is like how easy it breaks if you were to break the edge.
So sheer strength, and then what's the other one? Sheer strength.
Yeah, and then it's like you have the durability, which is like how long it'll keep its edge, not necessarily break. You have like also how sharp it'll get. And so Magna Cut is like, it's not the absolute best at anything, but it is stainless also. It's super stainless with all of that other stuff. So high carbide, super stainless. And so it's like the darling, right? Because it does all of that really well. It's not going to be the, most durable. It's not going to be, all that, but it's like as high as you can get to still have the other shit.
Right.
And so that's where things get more expensive, right? Is when you start looking at super steels that have all these extra carbides, and it's because it costs so much more to make.
Right, to forge the steel.
Yeah, 8CR 13 MOV or any of the MOVs, they can be made fairly inexpensively, right? Like you don't have to use a ton of belts, cutting them isn't bad, and actually the acquisition of materials is low. Once you start looking like LMAX or S90V or whatever, like if you do S90V or S110V, you got to use so many fucking belts just to get it where you want it. Like it just raises the price of creating that item.
Yeah, I've got a crazy expensive. It's not a Bowie knife, but it's about it's almost a Bowie knife, and it's a 90, and I paid way more money than I should have, but it was just so beautiful. It's Damascus steel. Or not Damascus steel, but it's that the 90. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah,
and it holds an edge forever.
Yeah, I mean S90V I think is a great
S90V. Yeah.
Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's dude. I was carrying the mini version of that Benchmade. So that's the Griptilian.
Yes, I love this knife. This is my everyday carry.
Clearly, I love the like. No,
yeah,
hold it up.
Like wear on the blade.
I use the shit out of
Look at the wear on that blade,
dude. Yeah, the crossbar lock, like.
Yeah.
So this
is the one I carry.
That's a Benchmade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Benchmade right there.
This is
a Boker automatic.
Is that S30? Oh yeah, Boker. Boker has the best automatic. Is that the Kalishnikov? I can't tell. No, that's not the Kalishnikov. Show me the scales. Yeah, that's not the Kalishnikov. So Boker has the best value autos out there today. So you can get what's called a Kalishnikov. Yeah. They call it the AK. And it like Boker, like you open a Boker auto and you're like, holy shit, that thing almost snapped out of my hand.
Boker, that German, that Boker German steel is off the hook.
It will literally.
Dude, I've got a little Boker. It's just a little bitty one.
And for fuck's sake.
that blade holds its edge forever.
So, so just so you know, what Burton just bought, that Microtech Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing, Burton. So correct me if I'm wrong. Was probably $500.
God.
The Benchmade 940 carbon is about 340, 300, 300 to 340, depending on where you get it.
Yeah.
This Benchmade I got, that's a Mel Pardue.
Yep, Mel Pardue is he makes the Griptilians. He also did
that's the,
Hogue made
30V.
Hogue made knives very similar to the Griptilian. Just so you know, I have. Did I send that to Ben?
Oh,
No, I didn't send that one to Ben.
thank you.
So I had a Griptilian that was one of their first runs when they first started using S30V instead of the 154 CM. So that Griptilian is probably 154 CM or CP 154.
Dude, yeah.
It is
Bourbon's not my big expense. Knives.
S30V.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an S30V. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So S30V is the first steel that was designed specifically for cutlery.
Oh wow. Nice.
Interesting story. I have a which I actually patinaed manually just because it was going to. It is a steel that was actually a ball bearing steel that Spyderco did with the paramilitary 2.
Right.
And so I stuck it in vinegar. I put
ketchup, dude. Ketchup patinas a blade so good.
No, so I stuck it in vinegar just because it's cheap to put it just in a bunch of vinegar. But I put fingernail polish just around the pivot. So I
seal it off.
And it actually, when you create that patina, it actually protects the blade.
Wow.
Keeps it from doing like full-blown rusty type stuff because that ball bearing steel is super rusty. Like it rusts super fast. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. I'm gonna look it up now. This is bothering me.
It's funny. You would think, because if you think about a ball bearing, that's a very hard
steel.
51,200 is what it's called.
Yeah.
Or 52,100.
Right.
So 52,100 is what it's called for the steel. And if you don't put some sort of patina on it, you'll get rust marks like crazy.
It'll rust.
Crazy.
Yeah. Flash over. Yeah.
Yeah, we're nerds for sure.
This guy the other day showed me his knife. I was like, that's nice packing strap steel.
There you go.
Dude, I gotta find the ZT.
Hey, I tell you what, I looked up both of these knives I got at work. They were gifts from work.
Wow.
The Boker and the Benchmade.
So in Alabama, automatics are okay?
Yeah, Alabama and South Carolina.
He's in South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. I'm sorry. That's right.
But I'm from Alabama. They're okay there too.
So Colorado actually reversed. It used to be you couldn't do butterfly or automatics in Colorado. They actually made the laws more lenient.
Yeah, in New Mexico, you still can't own a balisong and you can't own an automatic. And I had a friend who bought.
Well, hold on. So you might be able to own an automatic. It just can't be more than 2 inches. So California, you can't unless it's under 2 inches.
But I have a friend who had an automatic that he bought somewhere else, and the spring wore out, and so he sent it back to get repaired, and they wouldn't send it back to him whole because you can't get it here in New Mexico.
Oh my gosh!
They had to send it back to him in pieces.
Yeah.
That sounds like years ago when they had the street sweeper 12-gauge shotguns.
Yeah.
And people would take them into the gun store, and they'd be like, "Hey, my grandfather had this, and he died, and I just want somebody to go through it and make sure everything's working right." And they're like,
Nope.
That's a Class 3 weapon now.
That's bullshit. Dude, did you guys see that a Kansas judge ruled that a machine gun, just the mere possession of a machine gun, that the NFA violates the Constitution if it just regulates the pure ownership of one, not how you carry it? Because what he said was, you can't carry it, but you can own it.
Yeah.
If you have a machine gun and you put it in your safe and keep it for 20 years,
Dude, I'm gonna tell you,
Say that
if
that's
you
against
if
the
you
law.
have a semi-automatic weapon and you have a sear group for a full automatic weapon, they're gonna come knock on your door.
Yeah. I'm
You
hoping.
know,
I'm hoping that this Supreme Court. I don't like the Supreme Court on other issues.
they need to do away with the NFA
The
because the
NFA needs to
NFA is
die. The
Yeah,
NFA needs to
what kind of
die.
fucking state do you live in? You can't even own a 2-inch.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's crap. In New
It's
Mexico,
now they grandfathered in the pistols, thank God, because I was getting ready to be one of the 5 million people that were going to be a felon.
felon
You
for
know,
owning a pistol, for owning an AR-15 that's pistol length.
AR-15. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a pistol. I have an AR.
I got.
I used to have an AR
If
pistol.
you see, if you
I don't
see,
own any AR-15 anythings. I don't own a single AR-15 anything. I don't even know how to shoot that gun. I've never seen one
I
before.
used to own an AR pistol, but
You
luckily
lost in a boating accident?
it got lost in a boating accident.
mine is out there in Lake Robinson somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking where did those things go? Like, dude, there's
Yeah.
a bunch
Every
of guns in the bottom of the rivers.
no,
But
I've decided I'm gonna build I'm gonna build a short barrel rifle and I'm not gonna register it. I don't care. I don't care.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna carry it.
It's
So
ridiculous
the knife
because
laws in New Mexico aren't as bad as it
They're-
seems.
my
I'm
AR-15
not gonna
pistol
carry it
is
around. I'm gonna put it in a safe and I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it for when shit hits the fan. But
Luckily,
I'm
I'm
not.
deleting this video right
I used
after
to
this
keep my-
airs, so
my
nobody
pistol
will.
I don't
in the
care. I don't have it
truck.
now. They can't do anything about me now. I'm just
No.
I'm just expressing that I have an intent to build a small barrel rifle
Absolutely.
and I am
Absolutely.
not going to register it. Fuck those
No.
people.
Dude,
That's
I,
it.
I love my AR pistol. It's so fucking fun to shoot. It's
I love mine too, man.
you know, I never shoulder it. So
Dude, I'm gonna build a 6.5 because that round travels.
oh
Yeah,
dude,
it
if
does.
you
It does.
if you build a 6.5 AR-10,
Yeah.
You got
That-
6.5
wait, are you
Grendel?
gonna do Grendel or Creedmoor? Creedmoor
Grendel.
is an
I'm gonna
AR-10.
do I'm gonna do
Grendel,
Grendel.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do the Grendel.
Grendel would be a little
Yes,
much.
a Grendel is AR-15.
Yeah, but that
Creedmoor is AR-10.
that Grendel round still 1,100
That is
meters.
a badass round, man.
Dude, it's a
1,100
great
meters is
round,
not
but
out of the
it's like
question.
fucking expensive to shoot that shit.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not building it to go shoot it out at the range every
Oh, yeah.
weekend. I'm
Dude,
building it.
then why would you have like you got to shoot your guns or you?
No, I'm gonna shoot my guns, but I'm not gonna shoot it every weekend. I'm
That's
gonna
right.
shoot my 223 wild every weekend. But my 6.5, that's for when
That's it.
crazy shit starts to happen.
That
Because
exactly. Yeah.
I want people to not even know it's coming.
So I'll be
I
honest.
want the round to hit them before they hear the report.
I was
Yeah.
gonna make a Grendel when I made my pistol because I made my pistol from like Palmetto Armory. It had a bunch
Yeah.
of
Hey,
yeah, which like they've got so many options. It's just nice to
They
make
do,
it from
man.
them. It's not like it's the best or the worst or whatever. It's just you have options. You can make it the way you want it.
Right.
absolutely.
And the reason I went 5.56 is because I did not want to have to go buy another fucking caliber worth of.
I
ammo.
did the same thing. Yeah.
I was
I'm
like,
standardized
actually, I was
on
in.
military calibers. I'm 223, 308, 9mm, 45.
I have
I almost bought a 300 blackout. Like I wanted to be able to suppress it.
They're
And,
nice, man. And
but
they
then
are
I'm
super
like,
down here
dude, then
for
I gotta
hunting.
go buy. So it was between 300 blackout, Grendel, and then doing another 5.56.
Right.
And it was easier to get a 5.56.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upper. But
And if you want to do something with it a little heavier, you can always go with a 77 grain bullet or something like
yeah,
that.
I was like, God, I want something if shit hits the fan, which I'm not like a super prepper.
I'm not a crazy shit hits the fan thing, but it could happen.
It could happen.
It could
I want to
happen.
know that if I end up like scraping for ammo, that I can go find something in somebody else's house if I have to.
Absolutely.
Right. 'Cause, see,
Absolutely.
I'm a believer that like the three of us on here right now are not the crazies on either the left or the right.
Yep.
Oh, no.
But I know that the crazies on the left and the right exist, and I want to be able to defend myself if no, he's not. I want to be able to defend myself if the crazies on the
Super
left and the right do any crazy shit. That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason I want it. And you know what? I was in the Army for 4 years, and I missed 6 targets in 4 years.
There you
6
go.
targets, and I went to the range 4 times a year, and I missed 6 targets in 4 years.
There you
They
go.
topped the Army when I got there. I mean, I was good with a 22. I'd fired a 22 my whole life. I've never hunted with a rifle. I hunt with a bow because I just think it's better. I like to hunt with a
There
bow.
you go.
But when I got to the military and they taught me to shoot the M16, I went, "Wow, this is cool. I
can reach
can hit,
out and
I
touch
can hit
somebody.
shit at
Dude, I'm just
300
saying, if
yards."
you've never shot an AR or an AK, like you don't know how fun shooting can be.
Absolutely.
I
I fucking love shooting my AK-47. For the
And if
record,
you want to
I
shoot
fucking
something
love
at
it. It's so
600
fun.
or 700 yards, you just shoot your AR-10. You know?
dude.
Yeah, dude, I shot a 6.5 Creedmoor AR-10. A buddy of mine has one.
Yeah.
Fuck. At like 150, 200 yards, you're like,
Yeah.
this is really fucking fun, dude.
I have a friend who has
I wish mine was in 6.5 instead of. I mean, I love my 308, but that's 6.5.
I have a friend who has a 6.5 Creedmoor, and if he puts a 5-round magazine in there, he can hunt with it. And so he went oryx hunting because we have an entire herd of oryx, literally 35 miles on the other side of the mountain here.
Oh,
White
wow.
Sands Missile Range has so many oryx. They now not only have an oryx shoot.
Oh yeah, New Mexico, that's like real hunting.
They now
So
have.
they do allowed hunts.
They now have.
Yeah, with the fucking oryx, dude.
Yeah,
They're fucking
we have
African oryx.
we have what we call a once in a lifetime hunt, which means you can shoot a perfect one, which means that both horns are good.
Wow.
And then we have imperfect hunts that you can do every year. And at White Sands, they have guides that take you out and show you where the imperfects are. And dude, that Creedmoor, one shot dropped an oryx dead.
Dude,
I mean, just boom.
I have 1,000-yard 6.5 Creedmoor gun.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I have the Bergara HMR 6.5 Creedmoor.
Oh, the Bergaras are.
Dude, that Spanish barrel, dude, that thing. And,
I have a friend
the
who
guy
has a
that
bolt
owns
action.
the local gun store here does classes and takes me out to the 1,000-yard range.
Yeah.
Out at Pawnee National Grasslands. And dude, like, I mean, he teaches you. He was a sniper, Army Ranger sniper.
Yeah.
But dude, watching us, like, that gun is so, like, it's not a sniper rifle. Make no mistake. It's not like super high end.
Right. It's not a 2,500 meter gun.
Yeah, it's 1,000. It was 1,000-yard gun is what I built it for. I put the scope on for it. He's like, take your shot. It looks sighted in. I shot the first one. I missed, and my Vertex scope has the like crosses that are like this.
Yep.
Right. What I forget what it's called. I'm drunk.
So yeah.
So you go and you have to hold the crosshair on the target where it hits. So like you leave it on the target and where it hits, right, has other little crosses.
And then you adjust to it.
Yeah. So you look at that, you look at that cross and he's like, okay, take that cross where it actually hit, put it on the target.
Yeah.
And then it was like, boom.
See, I want like a 6.5, and then I want to buy that really expensive scope, the one that's the LED scope, the one that the military's using now. I think it's like $4,500. It's like $4,500.
Yeah.
But you shoot it and it adjusts for you.
It self-adjusts.
Yeah, it self-adjusts, and I just think that's the coolest shit in the whole world.
That is.
Yeah, I shooting to me is fun. I don't shoot like with the expectation of, like, most of my guns are not what you would consider self-defense guns, right? Like I have I built a 1022, which the only thing in it that's Ruger is the receiver itself.
The receiver.
The barrel.
Barrel.
Yeah, it's a, the barrel is, I don't even remember off the top. I can't remember shit right now. But like, and so the barrel, but if you ever watch like 22 competitions, that's what I built it for. So I can shoot. The only problem is I have a scope on it that really is meant for 50 yards, not 25. So I can shoot aspirin if I can get the focus right on the,
Right.
the focus ring. If I can get it close enough, I can shoot.
You can hit an aspirin.
Yeah, at 25 yards.
Damn.
That's good.
Yep.
That's
And
good.
at 50 yards, I can make a quarter.
Wow.
So 50 yards, you can make, my grouping of 10 rounds. That's not a 3 or 4. That's 10 rounds.
Man,
I can make
that's
a
strong.
quarter with that gun. And that gun is my favorite fucking gun to shoot. But I'll tell you, the ammo I shoot on that 22 is almost $1 a round.
Is
Yeah.
it an LE match?
Yeah, it's match. I forget what the brand I use, but I tried a bunch of different brands to figure out what works best with that barrel. And now I forget it off the top of my head. I have it all written down.
There you go.
When I was stationed at Fort Riley, I was on the division rifle team. I actually got to go compete 3 different times at other places.
Nice.
And then they sent me to go try out for the Army rifle team. Dude, I thought I was a badass. Then I got to Army rifle team tryout. Dude, there were guys there that fired 1,000 rounds and never missed a target.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like there's being a good shot.
And, right.
Which I'm a good shot, right?
But
like,
all those guys
like
were Ranger and Special Forces and Delta Force snipers.
Yeah,
That's
but
what they
there's
did
a
for a
huge
living.
difference between somebody that's a good shot and is a sniper. But that's because shooting is a diminishing skill. And if you don't do it regularly
all the time, and that's what snipers do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Right. If you're a sniper, you shoot every day.
That's why when I was on the SWAT team, I loved to be on the entry team. I'm close quarters. I had my laser. I had my optics set up at 25 yards. I had my laser set up at 10 yards. Dude, if I come in, if I couldn't get you in the optic, I put the laser on you. I'm stitching your ass up.
God, I love Mark Emanicker's comment. He said people who say they don't use 22 aren't going to volunteer to be shot by it.
all I know is my whole life, I've always wanted to say, when I was on SWAT.
No, and I didn't get to go to sniper school because I wasn't an infantry.
There was
I
a
wanted to
lot
go to
of getting
sniper
called
school,
out
but
at
they
2
don't do
and
that
3 in the morning for some bullshit. But the best outcome for us was we got the guy and nobody got hurt.
Right.
I have 2 self-defense guns. One is like my immediate proximity self-defense gun, which is in my bedroom, which is a pistol, right? It's hard. I have grandkids that come over. I have nieces and nephews.
Is it a 9mm?
Yep, it's a 9mm. No, it's a 40. Sorry, it's a 40. M&P 40. Yep, M&P 40.
I have an H&K.
First pistol I ever bought. It's an M&P 40 with I have a aftermarket trigger on it, which still sucks because M&P triggers suck, just for the record. But my secondary, where if I'm in the home defending the home, not my local proximity, is double aught buck.
Yes.
12 gauge pump.
I have a 12 gauge shotgun. Those round.
Are the only 2 guns I leave loaded in my house, for the record. One's in the safe in my office. One's in the safe in my bedroom.
My first round with my 12 gauge is birdshot, just so I can find him. Then the second one is double aught buckshot. And then I have 2 double aught buckshots, and then my third is a Sabo round.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that what's the comedian's name where he's talking about how you load your 12 gauge in case somebody's breaking in your house?
Yeah.
What's his name? God, he's fucking hilarious.
Have you ever fired a Sabo round, a 12 gauge Sabo round?
Never.
Dude, that round it's literally, they call it Sabo round. It should come out of a tank. It is the most deadly, destructive round. I really don't have a Sabo round in because it would go through the walls and it'd kill somebody I loved.
Yeah, that's the problem with anything, right? Even 9mm.
Right. Although I used to have a bunch of 9mm frangible rounds, and I don't know where they went because I never loaded them in my 9mm. I love frangible rounds because they won't go through a wall, but if they hit a human being, that human being will regret the rest of their life, which will only be about 45 or 50 seconds. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
T-Rob, you're for whatever
T-Rob, you're
reason you're
muted.
not making noise. I don't know if your earbuds died.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frangible rounds, dude. I went out and fired those at a bunch of ballistic gel. That shit's crazy. I would never want to be hit by one of those.
Dude, all I know is I don't ever want to shoot somebody.
Because I don't either. You know that my first wife hated guns, and I had a 357, and I taught her to shoot it.
My 357.
I taught her to shoot it with 38s, and when she started shooting with 38s, all of a sudden she went from being anti-gun to loving the 357.
Well, so the problem people make with women, and you did it the opposite, is the problem people make when they're trying to get their wives or girlfriends to like shooting guns is they're like, oh, here's the really tiny 9mm.
Right. No, I didn't do that.
It fits in your hand.
I didn't do that.
Full size fucking 9mm if you want them to like shooting.
I had a Ruger Red Hawk, and I said, I'm going to teach you to shoot it with 38s. I said, I promise you, you're going to love this. With 38s, you're going to be able to hit whatever you want. And so she did it, and she was in love with it. She would like bug me every weekend at Fort Riley because we had a really good civilian range. So we go out and shoot all the time. Then I started getting ball round 357s, and she learned how to shoot those. And so we had bucket seats in our Toyota. I had somebody sew a holster in her passenger seat so she could put the 357 in the driver's seat so she could put the 357 there. One day she was at a AM PM in Manhattan, Kansas, and this guy was beating the shit out of his girlfriend. And she said, if you don't cut that shit out, this was before cell phones, I'm going to go call the police. He got out of the car and opened the passenger door. She reached down, grabbed the 357, and shot twice and hit him in the shoulder twice. If we'd have had the hollow points in there, because we'd just come back, we'd been at the range that weekend. If she'd have had the hollow points in him, the hydrostatic shock would have killed him.
Oh, dude, he would have been fucked. So
but,
yeah,
dude, the cop that got there, he's all, I'm going to have to take your gun. He said, I'm not arresting you. I'm not doing anything. He said, there are more witnesses here that said he was beating the hell out of her and then he tried to get in the car and do something to you. He said, I promise you in a month, I'm going to give you your gun back.
Yeah. Yeah, I have what's the self-defense insurance?
The SCCA? SCCA?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it covers the whole family.
Yeah, the only person that I know that ever shot anybody was my first wife. She shot a guy twice, and she just picked it up and went boom, boom like that. She didn't even pull it up. She just went boom, boom, hit him twice in the shoulder. I just wish she had hydrostat. I just wish she had hollow points in it.
So when I got that insurance, I was talking to somebody. I'll come back to you, Mr. Mom. Yeah. When I got that insurance, it was somebody that sold it to me, but there are just intricacies that you don't know. Like if you call 911 after an intruder breaks in, you don't say,
I just shot somebody.
Yeah, you say there was an intruder that has been shot.
What you need to do is call them before you shoot him.
Yeah.
So they can hear the person banging on your door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on. So Mr. Mom, I do have Gen 1, but that was like the first pistol I ever bought like 15 years ago.
I
also have like the SIG P320, 365. I have a Glock 19. Like I have a lot of others. That just is the one that I put next to my room. It was the first one I've had. It goes in my safe. It's one of the few guns, not to give too much, I guess, somewhere on the internet, but
our law firm is an SCCCA certified law firm.
Yeah.
We tell people, I've got clients, we gave them cards. We said, if you ever have to shoot somebody, the first person you call is us, so we can be on our way to your house.
And then you
call the police and you say there has been an intruder who has been shot. You do not say you shot them. You don't say anything. When the police get there, you say, my lawyer will be here. If we're not already there, my lawyer will be here shortly, and we will make a statement. But you don't say a word.
Yeah, you stop. Because right then, even though they may understand,
who has been in a shooting and been charged with murder, I can tell you that is true.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't
because you are the suspect at that moment until it's
until the evidence can prove that you were acting in self-defense,
Yep.
you are the suspect.
Yep.
You are the person that they're going to look to prosecute.
Exactly. The night of my shooting, after it was over with and the first responders started to arrive, I was sitting in my patrol car because I had run back to my patrol car to call the other units that were with me in the area to let them know that I had been in a shooting incident and I needed help.
Immediately.
Within about 10 to 15 minutes, people started arriving. The sergeant that was on duty for patrol that night, because I was an investigator then, he got there. The ambulance that got there, he checked with them real quick. The guy that I shot, it was so dark in the area where this happened that the ambulance arrived right before the supervisor did. They could not find the guy that I had shot. It was so dark in this backyard area that they could not find him. They had to drive the ambulance back behind this house
and use the spotlight
and turn the spotlights on to find him. But they got there. They did it. He came over to me and he said, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I was coughing, man. I couldn't. I don't know what was going on. I was just, I couldn't.
Hell no, I'm not okay. I just shot somebody.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Nobody in the world who's ever shot a human being is ever okay after they've shot a human being, even if the person they shot deserved to be shot.
Yeah. And he said, "I'm going to tell you two things right now." He said, "Don't say anything else till you speak to a lawyer, and you're going to the hospital."
Yeah, right now.
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, yes.
Because right now you're suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Absolutely. And they gave me Ativan on the way to the hospital.
Goddamn right they did.
And then the state law enforcement showed up at the hospital an hour later and wanted to question me.
No.
And my boss, my attorney, my wife were all there, and he's like, he is in no shape to answer any questions.
He's on drugs now.
Yeah, and the state law enforcement guy who I knew personally went back and told his superiors, "Oh, he's lawyered up."
So I just was peeing off my patio.
You know what? That's your constitutional right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Question: I was just peeing, like, as a lawyer.
Yeah.
I was just peeing off my patio into the yard, and the popo
That's the
drove
best
by.
time, man. Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like kind of hidden because A, it's not very big, and B, there's like, I'm sure I'm fine, right? Like it's dark.
Yeah, you're great. You're great.
Hey, there's been several nights where I have walked out this door right here, and it steps right out onto the porch.
To be guilty of what's it called when you expose yourself? Indecent exposure. To be guilty of indecent exposure, you must have the intent to show somebody your penis.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was trying to hide it very clearly.
In South Carolina, in South Carolina, if you plead guilty to that what did you just say? I'm sorry.
Indecent exposure.
If you plead guilty to indecent exposure,
it's a sex crime.
You have to go on the sex offender list.
Yes, it's a sex offense.
Yeah.
But indecent exposure and all
walk out of a bar and walk around the back and pee because the bathroom was full.
Right. That's not indecent exposure.
Like, no, don't write them. Just write them for public.
Yeah, it's super easy to hide.
Yeah,
they're going to get
public urination. I mean, not all states have that.
God, I'm drunk.
Do you know where the hardest law enforcement about peeing in public is New Orleans. Do not get caught peeing in public in New Orleans.
Oh wow!
They will take your ass to jail.
Dude, I didn't work.
Do not pass go.
Bottle. Look at this.
They will take your ass to jail.
I'm like way below the neck on
Yeah,
that.
you are.
No, to be guilty in all 50 states of indecent exposure, you must have intended for somebody to see your penis unwillingly.
Yeah, willingly like flash somebody or something.
Right.
Yeah,
Flash them, waggle it at them, whatever. If you just went to pee and somebody walked by and saw you peeing, that is
Right.
not indecent exposure.
Dude, that Cooper's is so good, man. That's one of the best $30 bottles there is.
Dude, it's crazy good.
Cooper's Craft?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 100 proof Cooper's Craft.
Never had one.
Oh man,
can't find it. Doesn't exist.
Why don't you just come to Colorado and visit, Eric?
I would like to do that. I would like to do that.
Gentlemen, I'm going to get off tonight. I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, I'm going to end the stream.
It's great talking with you guys, man.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
Cheers.
Y'all have a good one.
Rob,
Cheers,
thanks
man.
for hanging out with us, buddy. Hey, Chug Lofe.
Chug Lofe.
I have one of those shirts. I just can't wear it where anybody can see what it says.
I might even go. Oh God, that fucking Cooper's Craft is so good for.
It's all the way down to my calves.
Yeah,
this is a 3XL. When you sent it to me, I had you send me a 3XL.
Dude, it's crazy, isn't it? Like this is an XL sweatshirt. I don't like it. Some XLs because they make my tits look big. Just because, like, you don't shrink everywhere all at the same time when you shrink.
All at the same time, right?
Yeah. So,
but this is a medium. I'm wearing a medium shirt.
That's a medium?
No. Yes. This is a medium.
That's so
Do you know how long?
dude.
Do you know how long it's been? Do you know how young I was the last time I wore a medium shirt? I was like 19 years old.
I don't remember when I wore mediums, dude. I think if I lost all the weight I could almost, I would not be a medium.
Dude, it's just, I mean, I could not eat.
The fact that I'm under 230 now was like super exciting because I've been having like ice cream on occasion, and I'm like, dude, I'm probably not losing weight.
Dude, I've been.
It's just a slow for what I'm doing right now is very slow. It's like only a pound or two every couple of months.
I didn't get that choice. I couldn't eat anything solid, dude. The last week is the first time I've eaten anything with green chili on it since February.
Dude, I would kill myself. I love green
because my taste buds would burn, not from heat, but just from capsaicin. It was like somebody poured acid in my mouth.
Like you're talking the green chili sauce, not like just green chilies.
No, just green chilies. I couldn't eat just green chilies. I could not eat a scrambled egg, chorizo, and green chili burrito without it almost killing me. It hurt so bad. From February until May, I couldn't eat anything solid because I had shingles inside my mouth and down my throat. It was so horrible. I've never been so miserable in my life except for my second marriage.
Do you still not like her?
Dude, she's the only person I hope gets shingles. I wouldn't wish shingles on anybody else in the world.
Dude, so this computer, just so you know, I've been going since 6 with it.
What are you at?
I'm at 50. That's with fucking StreamYard running and was watching videos before that. So
that's cool. God, that's great.
Dude, that is 5.5 hours. I'm only at 50% with all this work. If I was just watching video, I'd probably be at 70%.
Yeah, I can't do that because this is a high-speed gaming computer.
Yeah, I have that's what my PC is. I don't have that as a laptop.
See, I have it as a laptop because I work with this computer too, and having that processor makes like multitasking and like I do most of what I do now when I do my like when I write, I dictate, and if you have a fast processor, you can dictate at regular speech.
So what makes a gaming computer, just so you know, is not the CPU.
It's overclocked, right?
Nope, it's the GPU. The graphics card that's in it, which, by the way, is very important. I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying the graphics processor does a lot when it comes to AI
But see, I still play Counter-Strike. I used
Yeah.
to a long time ago.
That shit is very important with the GPU that you have on it.
A long time ago, not a long, well, yeah, a long time ago, back in 1999, 2000 through 2003, I made about $37,000 a year playing Counter-Strike. I won
Shit.
I won an Alienware. I won one of the first Alienware computers ever in Las Vegas. We won. My team won
Before Dell bought Alienware.
Yeah, before Dell bought Alienware. Yeah, my team won the Las Vegas Counter-Strike Invitational,
Dude, I'll
whatever
tell
they
you,
called it.
I have when my wife went into labor for my son, I was playing the original Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that's where I started. Was the original Counter-Strike,
Yep,
and then the
19
Counter-Strike,
years ago.
and then the Counter-Strike that actually had the physics. That was my favorite.
Dude, I loved Counter-Strike for a long time. That was like my obsession. Then I turned to Call
I
of
was
Duty.
so obsessed with
Once
it.
you play Call of Duty, it's hard to go to other first-person shooters because if like I'm ADHD, so it's hard to like.
I'm ADD too, but my first-person shooter was Doom. That was my first
Doom
first-person
was the
shooter.
first. I
And
used to
then-
have to be like we used to play with the mod on Doom where it made me bigger because I was killing everybody.
And then I played Counter-Strike, and our team actually beat somebody. We were just practicing. We beat a team that had aimbot.
Yeah, aimbot. Like that's the problem with all PC games in general.
Yeah,
like they're just not good at catching that shit.
but we were on. We had high-speed computers, and we had programs on there that would tell us if the other team had aimbot. We knew if somebody was using aimbot, and we'd tell them, "You're cheaters, but we're going to kick your ass anyway."
Shredward, fuck, where are you, Shredward? You dick. Shredward doesn't even like Livewire whiskey. I don't know why he's here.
This is my this is what I wait for. This is my week. This and then Whiskey Encore. These are the only two I really want to be
Fucking
on.
Cheech apparently was hanging out with Burton, or might have been hanging out with Burton at some point. 1318 Shelby.
Have you seen Top of the Barrel? Or not Top of the Barrel. On the
you, Shredward.
On the Barrel. I think it's On the Barrel. It's this husband and wife team. I just ran into them by accident the other day.
I haven't seen them.
Dude, she is fucking adorable. She's got this dry sense of humor. Like the other day, they were drinking Smoke Eye, and he's all telling her all the things he's tasting. She's all, "I taste paint." And I was all, "Oh, cool. Kaylin tastes paint. She's working on that fucking that sponsorship from Smoke Eye."
Dude, that's what I loved about I Whiskey She Wines.
Yeah.
When Sam was having such a hard time with Scotch and Pete. And he was just so good about like slowly bringing her along to where all of a sudden she was like, "Man, this isn't that bad actually." You don't have to work tomorrow, Shredward. You fucking liar. It's not even 9. It's not even 10 o'clock there. You weren't going to bed for another 2 hours. I am going to shut the stream down. I went way longer than I expected to, but we were having good, fun conversation.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm going to talk about Anom. I was listening to a podcast about Anom, which was an encrypted phone that criminals use. So we talked about like Hell's Angels. We'll see if anything happened with the Hell's Angels, but Anom was an encrypted phone designed for criminals. We're going to talk about that next week. Thank you, everybody that's here still for some reason.
And like you said, there's nothing that's secret anymore. Nothing.
No.
Nothing. I watched this. It was actually a Joe Rogan, and this guy had this. It looked like a charging cable, but in the part that you plugged into your phone, there was a computer in there. And when you plugged it in, it downloaded
like a keyboard.
Keyboard. It downloaded everything. Did keystrokes. It downloaded everything you had on your computer.
I don't have I have just a USB. It's the same impact. right? Like this is designed to be you plug it into your computer and then your phone and it fucks up your computer. I have just the USB. So if you stick it in like a USB and it can type over 1,000 words a minute.
Yes,
Or
1,000
yeah,
words a minute.
yeah. It's called a rubber ducky. But
Dude.
the cable that you're talking about is different. When they get this, when they first made that cable, it was
$1,000. That's what he said. He said the federal government pays $20,000 a piece for this cable.
Now you can get them for like 75.
Dude, I'm terrified now. How do I know if I'm buying one of those?
Dude, I was showing Frankie. I have this little device that I bought because I'm working on my I'm working on a security cert for the new jobs I'm going for.
Uh-huh.
Just because you need to have the certs to do it.
Right.
So I'm playing with things just because it's actually quite fun. And I like hacked my Jeep.
Oh my God.
Dude, I hacked my F-150.
Oh my God.
Dude, I stood outside and I opened my garage door.
Uh-huh.
And I fucking hacked it.
Oh my.
I could open my garage door. It took seconds to hack my garage door, to unlock my Jeep or my truck. I can't start the truck or the Jeep with it, but I can unlock them.
That technology was developed by the National Security Administration.
Dude, it's fucking legal in the US. It's illegal in like Australia, but
it should be illegal everywhere.
It's penetration testing stuff.
Right, and that's what the guy that was showing it is a penetration tester. He said they sent this to me so I can do penetration testing. But you know that's not all they're doing with it.
No, it's also nefarious.
It's so nefarious.
I was sitting in a bar with a buddy, or like a restaurant with a buddy on Thursday, and I was like, dude, this TV is too loud. I pulled it out, pulled this little device out, pulled it out, turned down the volume on the TV.
Oh my God.
While sitting in the restaurant. He's like, dude, why would you go buy that when all you do is like a remote? I'm like, that's not all I can do. And he had his Pixel.
Uh-huh.
And I go, beep. And I'm like, you use NFC on your Pixel to pay for shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just downloaded all your credit card information on your Pixel because you were looking at it and it uses Face ID to do it. Or fingerprint or whatever
whatever it is, facial ID or fingerprint.
Yep. And so all I had to do was go, okay, let's do NFC read. Boop. Oh, look at you. I just downloaded your credit card. Now, the default firmware doesn't allow you to do it, but guess what? I added firmware that was free and took about 5 minutes to install on that thing so that I could transmit.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
On his fucking phone, dude, that he's like just walking around with all the time.
And it terrifies me because that technology is going to be added to artificial intelligence, and AI
is the destruction
of human beings. It's the end of human beings.
And I'm not saying because it's like iRobot where they're going to take over robots.
No,
it's going to eliminate every job.
Every job will be eliminated. We're going to have to go to a universal income because if we don't, people aren't going to be able to make a living anymore.
Dude, everything is gone. Everything that can't be automated is done.
And it's done. Not just, and you know, it sounds like sort of conspiracy theorist stuff, but I have watched people who have degrees in physics who say AI is the single greatest threat to the human race ever.
Dude,
this one guy said ChatGPT is going to be in 2 generations. ChatGPT is going to be able to replace every job in America.
Get this. Amazon already said that the ChatGPT equivalent that does coding, like ChatGPT does coding,
right?
It replaced 4,000 years of coding.
See, and that's such. We shouldn't be doing this. We're putting our own.
Let them replace 4,000
years of coders. Right. People who do coding for a living are now obsolete.
That 4,000 developers for a year.
Yeah, 4,000 developers for a year,
or 400 for 10 years.
For 10 years, or 40 for 100 years.
Yep. Like, I mean, to me, like, you think like, oh, 4,000 years of development. That's dumb. There's no way. But then you start to think like 400.
Right. For 10 years.
For 10 years, you're like, okay, that's not outrageous.
That's
or
not outrageous. It's
4,000 developers. Like, you could see Amazon having 4,000 developers, or, say 2,000.
Right.
Or 1,000 for 4 years.
No, I'm just, and
like I'm just like, you think 1,000 developers for 4 years, that doesn't seem outrageous for Amazon. They make AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, which is basically the cloud that 50% of everybody uses.
Right. I was going to get smart glasses. I'm not getting smart glasses now because I don't want anybody to know where the fuck I've been.
Dude, everybody knows where you've been because of your phone.
Okay, I understand that. But I don't want them to have video of where I've been. Because that's what smart glasses do.
Oh, and the Meta glasses, yeah.
Yeah, I thought smart glasses were going to be cool because I could wear them, and then when a cop pulled me over and tried to be a dick, I could. No, that's not where that's going. That's the least of my fucking concerns.
For the record, like, you are the product, not the customer.
Right.
That's the key, right? Like,
we're all the product.
Like, if you've ever seen the. And we'll dip off after this, but if you've ever seen there's a documentary that talks about, all of the social media and all of that stuff, where it talks about, like, you're the user,
right?
And they're like, drugs and social media are the only industry where you're the user,
right?
Right.
Yeah.
The customer is those that you're selling you to.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's a trip, dude. AI is super scary to me. I know it solves, like, it's better at finding cancer or, problem, terrorism. Like, I get it.
6 months ago, I said to my friend, AI doesn't have to be evil. Now I understand that it doesn't matter that it doesn't have to be. It's going to be. They are going to use it against us.
Dude, everybody will think. So go in the next week, Eric, check out Anom. ANOM.
Okay.
It was a phone that was developed by somebody for criminals. Okay?
Okay.
But then do your research on who really developed it.
It was developed probably by law enforcement, by NSA.
Fucking FBI and Australian Federal Police.
Right.
Actually sponsored the company that built it. And the U.S. had to be very careful with their AI to make sure that they weren't tracking U.S. citizens using it. They were only tracking everybody that wasn't.
Right, because they're violating our Fourth Amendment rights if they track us.
100%. Yeah, do it, dude. Look at Darknet Diaries. If you like this shit, Darknet Diaries has an Anom podcast. Darknet Diaries is super fucking cool. Darknet Diaries, Anom. And look at it. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's on all that shit. Super cool shit. But
I've always thought technology was our friend, but I don't believe it anymore.
Yeah,
technology is used against us.
Yeah,
it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, Mr. Bump, you're not wrong. Two old guys talking about scary AI. I'm just telling you, I'm in high tech. That's what I do for a living.
And when AI becomes self-aware, we're all fucked. Because AI is going to look at us and go, these people,
cheers, Lopez.
This group of people is absolutely a danger to our existence.
Dude, it's not safe. I'm just telling you.
No.
Everybody's starting to get it too. Everybody's starting to hear it.
And like I said, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Fucking, I know you love Donald Trump. Don't you fucking fake it with me, Eric. I've seen your Facebook posts.
You go straight to hell. That guy called me and every soldier I know a loser. So fuck him. But the thing is, I don't have to be a Trumper to believe. Like, I actually right after COVID, the guy that I practice law with, he was like the big the whole vaccines bullshit. COVID's bullshit. And I was like, I'm going to prove to you you're wrong. So I did this deep because I do research. That's what I do. I'm good at research. So I went in and did research. And by the time I was done, I realized that COVID was developed at the Wuhan laboratory and that we actually paid people to do gain of function research so that it could be even worse than it could possibly be.
Yeah, we just didn't expect it to happen the way it did.
I don't care what they expected. You have to believe that human beings are the worst possible people on the planet, and they will do everything they do to harm you.
We're fucked.
We are so fucked.
We're fucked.
I'm just glad I'm almost 60, because it only means I got like 17 years left.
Oh my God, I can't wait to die. No, I'm just kidding. That's not
It means I've only got like 17 years left. I might die before this shit all goes to real shit. And I'm not an old. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe the election was falsified. I don't believe it was faked. I believe Donald Trump lost last time, and I believe it's just.
And I believe that fucking he got shot out of bad luck.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was good for him. He was able to stand up and go, yeah.
Donald Rance, like Livewire whiskey is fucking deep, dude. You don't get that. Like,
yeah,
that's everything. That's everything. I'm drunk tonight. I don't care. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I got drunk.
I'm not drunk, but I'm buzzed enough, and like I'm not afraid to say to people, do not trust AI. Do not trust AI. It is bad. It is.
I just bought a computer that has AI written right on it.
Can you disable it?
No. Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and you know, like there was a bunch of lawyers when AI first came out. There were a bunch of lawyers, especially in California, who were writing legal briefs using AI. And AI,
dude, I've fucking written my resume with AI.
But the thing was, this one, the thing that broke it was this one AI generated brief invented legal cases. They didn't even exist. And luckily, the judge that they introduced these cases to told his clerks, I want you to research each one of these cases. And the clerks went, these cases don't even exist. They aren't even on here. And that cost 3 lawyers their livelihood. They were all, you all lied.
If you cheat, fuck off.
Yeah, you lied. You lied. And you misrepresented the law.
Lying, it's cheating, fuck off.
Right. And lawyers have a bad enough reputation without doing that shit. Like, what's his name? I fucking hate lawyers. And I'm just like, God, AI terrifies me now. I thought it was going to be cool.
It's a sketchy thing. And you can't regulate it, right? Because the bad actors, they don't care. They don't listen.
You can't regulate it, and you can't, because people are like, well, we can make sure that, and like,
it's too fucking late.
Right. We're way too right. We are just 10 years away from Sensodyne or whatever that place was. Whatever.
It's coming, bro.
Whatever the company was in what's the movie with Schwarzenegger? Terminator. That company is out there right now. That company is out there right now getting ready to create robots that will think about killing people without asking anybody. And that's supposed to be a rule. We're supposed to actually have a rule that says we will never give artificial intelligence the ability to determine whether or not somebody should be terminated. That's going to end. It's going to end. We're going to give artificial intelligence the right to kill people.
About 5 years ago, there was Facebook had 2 AI processes that started talking to each other.
Yeah.
And they weren't designed to talk to each other.
But they did.
But they did.
Right.
That's sketchy. They had to shut it down. Hey,
Uh,
everybody, we're turning off Livewire. Cheers, y'all. Love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.